Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to Current River Broadcasting for more high school basketball. Tonight we got the boys for you, and they're going to be playing an Ozark Foothills Conference matchup with the Clearwater Tigers. And we've got a JV game coming up here in a couple of minutes. The starters will be introduced, and I am doing it by myself tonight like I've done for like the last 25 years, as Dalton had other prior engagements, so he's not going to be here tonight, but I believe he'll be back with us on Thursday for the girls' game. So I'll do my best here. He's kind of spoiled me. I haven't been having to keep score and everything, and it's going to be a little different looking down to write the score down, but we'll make it through it all right. So just bear with me. And let's see, the Clearwater Tigers, their school colors are orange and black. I always liked orange and black colors. I think those are so cool looking. They got black jerseys with orange numbers. Their shorts have some orange trim on them. Says Tigers across the front of their jersey. Of course, the Dons with their home whites with Dons in black and a little gold trim on theirs. And we're getting ready for the starting lineups for the junior varsity game. And we'll give those to you as they come out. The Dons will be going right to left in the first half, and Clearwater from left to right. So we'll get the starters for Clearwater first. Their head coach is Zach Moore. A lot of you will remember that name. He coached over here for, I don't know, 2 or 3 years. I actually just got through talking to him. I was going to ask him, and we got sidetracked. But anyway, his assistant coach, I didn't get his name. Lance Dillport, a 5'10 sophomore, is one of the starters. Number 5, Lane Pinkley, a 5'5 sophomore. And number 10, Charles Robbins, 5'11 sophomore. Number 11, Braden Wilson, a 5'11 sophomore. And number 12, Evan Took, a 6'1 sophomore. Ben Killian, looks like they've changed his number. I think he was number 5 the last time, but he's number 2. So, and then Isaac Rawlings, Killian's a 5'10 sophomore. Isaac Rawlings, number 12, a 5'10 sophomore. Wayne Allen, a 6'1 freshman, wears number 21. Number 23 is Emmett Jones, a 6-foot freshman. And number 45, Cooper Jackson, a 6'2 freshman. We're ready to kick this JV game underway. This is an Ozark Foothills Conference game, so I'm not sure what the Dons JV record is, but it's always get a win, get you seated a little bit higher in that tournament coming up, and that's coming up on us pretty quick. Lane Allen jumps against Evan Took, and the Dons will control the tip. Clearwater's going to start out in a 2-3 zone. Killian gives it left wing to Rawlings. Now to Jones, back on the right side to Killian. Head of the key to Jackson, left side to Jones. Back out front as they pass it around the perimeter. Jackson's going to try a 3. It's long off the back of the rim, and the rebound comes down to Wilson for Clearwater. Passes the ball ahead, and trying to drive to the basket, almost lost it out of bounds, was Dillport, but he regains control and sends it back out front to Robbins. Don's playing man-to-man. Robbins dribbles to the baseline. Now the ball back out front to Pinkley. He dribbles, gets tied up a little bit, gets some help from Dillport. As Clearwater pass around the perimeter, almost lost there. And Dillport puts it on the floor. Still got his dribble alive. Head back to the head of the key. Now he drives down the left side. Looked like he could travel, but no call. And he puts the first bucket of the game in. Give Clearwater a 2-0 lead. Rawlings right wing. They're packing that zone in, trying to keep them from getting it inside. So Don's probably going to have to hit some threes. And Emmett Jones tries one, no good, and the ball hit above the backboard. And that'll give it back over. So the Dons have had 2 possessions, tried 2 3-pointers. And I'm sure that's what Clearwater is trying to make them do, because they are packing that 2-3 zone in that black painted area. We played a minute and a half, Clearwater up 2-0. They took quite a bit of time off the clock that first time. And Dillport this time does get whistled for the travel. I thought he traveled on the first one. He made the basket, but he traveled first. And that'll give the ball back to the Dons. And we have an officials in timeout. And there's something on the floor. Good eyes there by the old man, John Crowley, the referee. Been friends with John ever since we were kids. I know two of the officials. The other one, I know who he is, but I don't know his name. Jones left wing to Killian. Killian throws it in the middle to Jackson. He's open, doesn't take it. Kicks it back out to Killian for a three. It's short. And the Dons battling for the rebound. Emmett Jones comes up with it. Goes up and he's stripped on the way up. They're going to whistle Clearwater for a foul. Good work by Emmett Jones on the offensive glass, and he'll get to shoot a couple free throws. That foul was on Braden Wilson, his first team foul. Jones eyes up the free throw and puts it in. .5:01 left first quarter. Jones trying to tie it with his second free throw. And it's good as well. Been a while since I've done this, but I forget how I'm supposed to do it. Robbins dribbles baseline, kicks it back out front, then over to Dillport, and he nails the three-pointer. I thought when they were shooting around in warm-ups out there, he was nailing a lot of three-pointers. And he has all 5 points for Clearwater so far. They lead. Oh, they only give him 2 on that. Must have been on the line. So it's 4-2. Shot put up by the Dons, no good, and on a rebound, got a held ball. Lane Allen battling in there, but it'll be Clearwater's ball. And we got a couple subs getting ready to come in for the Dons. Next dead ball. Clearwater runs a weave out front. Dillport has it now. Hands it off to Robbins, and Robbins might look like he got away with a walk as well. Now Wilson hands it off to Robbins. Robbins throws it in the paint, and the ball almost stolen. Clearwater's able to come up with it. Coach Cagle upset they didn't get that. Baseball pass out front. Dillport with the basketball. Clearwater being patient on offense. Robbins looking for the cutter, dribbles in, kicks it behind him. Dillport spins into the paint, kicks it back out. Over on the left side, dribbles into the paint, ball knocked away. It's loose and it's picked up by the Dons. Lane out, gives it to Isaac Rawlings. Rawlings circles out on the left wing. Gives it to Jackson, now on the left side, Killian. Thought about the three, didn't take it. To Jones, right side, Jackson, another three-pointer. That one's off. Ben Killian with the offensive rebound. He puts it up and scores. .44, 3:05 left first quarter. Clearwater running that weave. An open shot there for a second, Robbins, but he didn't take it, and they're going to call him for a travel. Dons are going to send in Trace Lepar and Luke Emmons. And we got number 3, Nate Patterson, a 5'8" sophomore, and number 4, Landon Tao, a 6'1" sophomore, comes in for Clearwater. Trace Lepar with the basketball. Right wing to Rawlings. Jones steps out, gets it at the front, over to Lepar. Back out front to Killian. Both teams being patient on offense. Down to 2:30 left in the first quarter with a 4-4 score. Rawlings back out front to Killian. Now left side Jones. He's going to try a three, and this one's good. Emmett Jones hits a three-pointer. That puts the Dons up 7-4. Dons first lead. Well, he is carrying that basketball something awful. They don't never call that anymore. Number 10, Carl Robbins, is putting that hand under it on every dribble. But they don't call that much anymore. We got a foul on Emmett Jones of the Dons. That's his first team foul. Robbins out front, guarded by Emmett Jones. Dribbles to the right side, into the paint, kicks it back out front. A long three-pointer put up by Wilson, no good. Jones with the rebound for the Don. Pass up the floor. Rawlings takes it in, puts it up, and they're going to call a foul, I think, before the shot. It's going to be on number 3, Patterson. Second team foul on Clearwater. And Lepar will trigger for the Dons. Out front to Rawlings. Left corner, Killian going to dribble back out, and they'll reset. Clearwater just staying in that paint. Killian tries the three, rims out, and an offensive rebound under there by Emmons, but he can't get the shot to go. Pass up the floor. Wilson one-on-one. And we're going to have a reach-in foul on Isaac Rawlings. First foul on Isaac, second team foul. And it'll be Patterson to trigger for Clearwater. Underneath the right side of their basket. Looking underneath, got a man wide open. As Rawlings lost Braden Wilson, and he put it in to make it 7-6 Don. Now Lepar's going to fire a three, and it's good. Trace Lepar gets the bucket. 1:05 to go. The Dons lead 10-6. Cutter in the lane is Patterson. He misses a little runner. And Emmett Jones gets the rebound. Dons quickly into the front court. Rawlings is going to try a three from the left side. It's no good. Emmett Jones with the offensive board. And before he can get the shot up and in, we got another foul on Clearwater. That was on number 10, Charles Robbins. 3 team fouls, and 3 players have 1 foul apiece. Pass out front, Jones fakes the three, now he takes it into the paint, ball knocked away and stolen by Patterson. He's heading to the other end. Rawlings tries to catch up, and Rawlings blocks the shot. And it goes out of bounds before Killian can save it. With 42 seconds left in the first quarter. And Patterson will inbound again. And the ball knocked away, but somehow or another, Robbins got it, but he missed the shot. The Dons head the other way. Lepar's open again. He fakes the three, bounces in the lane, and Emmons has got it, kicks it back out front. Killian's going to fire a three, and it's good. That's 5 points for Killian, and the Dons up 7. And we're down to 18 seconds left in the first quarter. Fake three-pointer in the corner, goes in for about a 10-footer. It's an air ball. That was Braden Wilson. Ball lost out of bounds by the Dons with 6.4 seconds left. And it looks like Patterson's going to inbound again. Lobs it out on the left wing to Robbins. Robbins guarded closely. I don't know if he knows how much time's left or not. But he does take it to the hole, and he gets it up there, but they're going to wave it off. Said he didn't get it off in time. So we've reached the end of the first quarter. The Dons lead 13-6 over the Clearwater Tigers. And we will take a 1-minute break, and we'll be back with second quarter action on Current River Broadcasting. $13-6 our score. The Dons JV leads Clearwater. Clearwater got off to A little bit of a hot start, but the Dons come back there in the last half of the quarter. Got a 7-point lead as we start the second quarter. Dons send out Killian, Lepar, Rawlings, Allen, and Emmons. And Clearwater has Robbins, Wilson. Dillport's back out there. He's got 5 of their points. We'll get the other ones in a minute. Took is out there. Rawlings in the lane, fires up a shot there. And a little bit of a force, come up a little short. Clearwater with the rebound. And also Tow's out there. And the ball took to the basket. And that is number 10, Charles Robbins, makes a nice move, scores the bucket, and he's going to be fouled. And the foul's going to be on Killian. Bucket will count. And that's Robbins' first points. And Clearwater be shooting their first free throw. And that one rims out, the ball tipped out, and Killian picks it up. In the lane, Rawlings stops, shoots, and oh, it won't go. Fell off the front of the rim. The rebound was by Dillport. Robbins has it at the other end. Dribbles into the paint, kicks it out to Tao, and they're going to start to run that weave again. Robbins has got it. Runs into the lane. They're going to call a travel. I thought he did that the first time he scored a bucket. I thought he traveled, but he's been called for a couple of travels since then. As Lane Pinkley's going to come back in for Clearwater. They didn't get him in there quick enough. Dons with a 13-8 lead. Rawlings right wing. Out front to Lepar. Now over to Lane Allen. Misses the three. Offensive rebound in there by Rawlings. Lepar takes it in. His little runner's up and good. Tell you what, Trace Lepar is not scared to go in there in the big guys. He's only, I'd say probably 5'5", maybe at the most. That puts the Dons back up by 7 at 15-8. Robbins with the basketball. Throws it out front. Three-pointer up and off the back of the rim. That was by Tao. Killian got the rebound. He's got a 3-on-3 out in the corner. Lepar fakes it. Now he's going to shoot it from 3, and it's good again. And Trace Lepar with 8 points since he come in. He did not start, but he's come in and scored 8. The Dons have a 10-point lead, 18-8, with 5:10 to go in the first half. And we got a timeout, and we're going to keep it here. I want to remind everybody, I mentioned this last night, we're going to try to interview all 3 of the Donettes seniors here tonight. The boys have one more home game. We usually try to do it the last home game, but the girls have a away game the same night, so we're going to do it tonight. We're going to talk to Timber Turner, Bailey Carson, and Sydney Speck. I'm not sure which order. I told them they could just figure out how they wanted to do it. We'll talk to one of them at halftime of the JV game, one between games, and one at halftime of the varsity game. So we'll have that coming up for you. Try to find out what they're going to do after they graduate this spring. So the Dons with a 10-point lead now, 5:10 to go in the first half. Clearwater's had to use a couple of timeouts. And Robbins carrying the ball. And hey, folks, I don't know if you can see that on YouTube, but when he dribbles, every time that hand goes under the ball and he flips it over, that's a carry, and he's not been called for it one time yet. Every time, his hand is under the ball. He gives it to Dillport. Dillport scored their first 4 points. And a three-pointer from the head of the key is in and out. That was by Robbins. And Lane Allen with the rebound for the Don. Up the floor, Lepar open for a second, takes it into the paint, and Luke Emmons wasn't expecting the pass there. And I think it was a little behind him anyway. The Dons turn it over with 4:25 left in the first half. Dillport takes it in, kicks it out to Robbins in the right corner. Now he's going to shoot it, and it's an air ball, and Trace Lepar gets the rebound. Passes it up the floor to Killian. Killian drops it off to Rawlings on the right side. Rawlings going to take it into the paint, goes up and his shot blocked. That was Evan Took with the block. And then we got a foul on the Dons after Clearwater gets the possession. And that foul is on Luke Emmons. That's his first. And the fourth team foul on the Dons. And we got Cooper Jackson coming back in for Luke Emmons. And also Nate Patterson back in the game for Clearwater. Took left wing, gives it to Pinkley. Pinkley dribbles in and he throws it out of bounds. They're doing a lot of that driving in and trying to kick it out in the corner. And he threw that ball behind Dillport and went out of bounds. Took checks out. And we have number 11, Wilson, back in, Braden Wilson. Dons with the ball in a 10-point lead. And a bad pass by Rawlings is picked off by Landon Tao. Another three-pointer from the right side is short. Tao's going to get the rebound, and he'll put it up and in. Landon Tao with his first basket. That three-pointer was by Dillport. And another bad pass. This one by Killian is picked off. Pass up the floor. Dillport going to take it in. He'll put it up, and it won't go. Rawlings gets the rebound. Rawlings brings it into the front court, gives it to Killian. Back to Rawlings, trying to get it inside to Lane Allen, and he turns and puts it in. Ball got tipped, but he still got it. Put it in. Makes it 20-10 in favor of the Dons. Clearwater running that weave. And then Killian takes it away from Patterson. He's got a one-on-two. He's going to try to split it, and he puts a reverse layup up and in. What a shot by Killian. And another timeout called by Clearwater. I believe that's their third one already. They've called with a 22-10 lead. It's 2:44 left in the first half. The Dons up by 12. We'll take a 30-second break, and we'll be back on Current River Broadcasting.
You've heard it all before. We're number one. We're the best. We have the biggest rebates. Now is the time to skip the hype and come to Current River Ford in Doniphan. They're all about helping you find the perfect new Ford. Current River Ford services your vehicles after the sale. From the moment you drive in, you will receive the quality service you've been missing. With the selection at Current River Ford, you'll find the new vehicle you want. How about getting your next vehicle at a dealership that makes it all about you? Current River Ford, Highway 160 in Doniphan.
22-10 is our score. The Dons lead by 12 in the junior varsity game over the Clearwater Tigers. And we've got, wait just a second. The clock's still counting down from the timeout. Around 2 minutes, I think, left in the first half. 2:44 left. And the Dons up by 12. Clearwater has that'll be the 15th foul. First personal on Trace Lepar. Bounds underneath the basket. They kick it outside for a three-pointer. High arcing shot, no good. That was by Patterson, but an offensive rebound by Wilson. Man wide open underneath the basket is Dillport, and he gets it from Tao, and he puts it in, and Dillport's got 6 now. He's got a half of their points. Pass down low. Allen catches. He's going to force it up. No good. And the rebound comes down to Pinkley. Pinkley heads the other way with 2 minutes left. In the corner, Dillport's wide open. Three-pointer's good. That makes the score 22-15. So that 12-point lead has been shrunk to 7 here just in a short amount of time. Dons are trying to force that ball into the paint. And Clearwater is packing it in on the paint. Lane Allen's got 2 guys around him every time the ball goes to the wing. Killian out front, back to Rawlings. Well, he missed him right there. Cooper Jackson was open on the weak side if he could have bounced one through there. Jackson, left side, Lepar. And he tries to bounce in the middle, and it's going to be kicked. And Luke Emmons checks back in, along with Maddox Balkan. And Charles Robbins back in the game for Clearwater as well. Jackson for a three. It's an air ball. And it goes out of bounds. Robbins into the front court. Takes it down to the baseline. Gets cut off by Killian. Gives it to Wilson. Wilson tries to throw it in the middle. Ball's tipped out, and it's going to be last touch by Clearwater as it goes into the Dons bench. 55.4 seconds left in the first half. Dons lead 22-15. Killian holding out near midcourt. The Dons may go for the last shot. We're down to 40 seconds left. Clearwater packed in that zone. They'll probably just stay there and be content to let the Dons take this last shot of the first half. Now Coach Cagle tells him to go, and Killian with a drive down the middle, puts it up in the left hand and good. He's made a couple of circus shots here in the first half. And the lead up to 9. Now Clearwater's got a chance to get another shot off here with 12 seconds to go. Robbins dribbles left side. Going to take it down in the paint, and we're going to have a foul. No 1-and-1 yet. That's going to be the 16th foul. That foul on Killian. He's the first one, I believe, in the game for either team with 2 fouls. And Clearwater's got 7.4 seconds. And bounce comes into Robbins, and he loses it off his hands out of bounds. Now the Dons got a shot with 6.2 seconds to go. And Coach is going to bring Lepar back in. He's hit some three-pointers. He's going to come in for Emmons. Balcom's going to toss it in. Clearwater going to come up mid-court, make him pick it up a little bit quicker. Killian with 5, 4. Balcom out in the corner. Lepar, three-pointer up and no good. But a pretty good first half for the Dons as they lead at 24-15 over the Clearwater Tigers here in this junior varsity game. So a 9-point lead at halftime, 24-15. We'll take a 2-minute break and we'll be back to run down the scoring, and hopefully one of those girls, I see them all three sitting together over there. Hope one of them will be up here to talk with us, the Donettes seniors. Be back in 2 minutes.
We see the potential of her and him and you, of where you're from and what you can accomplish. Because when you set your mind to it, there's nothing you can't do. But reaching your potential isn't just about achieving your goals. It's about helping others, supporting your neighbors, building your community, and investing in people that make a difference. Like her, and him, and you. Because when you're from here, that's just what you do. And from here, we can do anything.
Current River Bait and Tackle is more than just a convenience store. They serve hot lunches every day, including burgers that are made fresh and by hand every morning. If you're heading to the river or your favorite fishing spot, check out their large selection of fishing supplies. But most of all, come experience the friendly service at Current River Bait and Tackle, just across the bridge on Highway 160 in Doniphan.
Hometown Pharmacy is your one-stop pharmacy for all of your medical needs. Our pharmacist provides shots for flu, pneumonia, and shingles all in this pharmacy with no appointment necessary. Refills can be requested online or through our app, and delivery is available if you live within the city limits. Transferring prescriptions is easy, so come by or give us a call, and our friendly staff will take care of everything. Come experience the difference a hometown pharmacy can make on LaRue Street in Doniphan.
Welcome back, everybody. We're back here at halftime of the junior varsity game. The Dons lead 24-15. And we'll run down the scoring here in a bit. I have one of the Donette's seniors, Timber Turner, alongside. And Timber, thanks for coming up and talking with us.
You're welcome.
And don't be scared. Just,
okay.
I'm going to ask you a question. Just answer it as long as you want to, okay? All right, well, first of all, have you went to school at Doniphan all the way through from kindergarten on?
Yep.
Okay. And when did you start playing basketball?
I started playing basketball in 5th grade with Coach Gary Wright.
Okay. All right. So you've been playing all the way through. Now they got those younger teams, I think, going where they play, I guess, maybe in the summertime and stuff. But they probably didn't have that probably when you were. Okay. So you guys' team this year, you're off to a great start and hopefully going to keep it going. You got some pretty tough games coming up here in the next 2 or 3 weeks before the tournament and after the tournament as well. What do you like about playing best for the Donettes?
I like playing for the Donettes because our team culture is so great, and like we have the best team in the world, I think, like as far as getting along and loving each other. And I just love like the family that you get from it and just making friends.
Well, you guys play pretty well together too. I know most of the time that you get stuck guarding the other team's best player.
Yeah.
And so you thrive more on playing defense than you do on offense, and anything you get on offense, I guess, is kind of a bonus. But you're awful good at rebounding as well.
Thank you.
But you do usually guard the other team's best player.
I do.
Yeah. Well, you got to have a defensive stopper, and you do a really good job at it.
Thank you.
So what are your plans after you graduate? What are you going to do after you graduate?
I plan to go to Three Rivers, and I want to become a dermatology nurse and just live.
So do you just have to go 2 years for that, or do you have to go on somewhere after that?
I'll have to end up going somewhere after that.
Okay. You think you'll stay around close to home like ASU or SEMO or someplace like that?
Yeah, somewhere close.
Okay. What other sports do you play here at Doniphan?
I play volleyball.
You put just volleyball and basketball. Okay. Well, I sure have enjoyed watching you play these 4 years, but we don't want it to end yet.
Nope.
I want to go all the way to Springfield.
Yep.
We don't want to go. And I think you guys got a real good shot at it. So I do appreciate you coming up, and tell the other girls it wasn't nothing when you get over there. Thanks, Timber.
Thank you.
That was Timber Turner, one of the 3 seniors on the Donette's team. We'll have Bailey Carson and Sydney Speck up here tonight as well. We'll have one of them between games and one of them at halftime of the varsity game. I do appreciate them coming up. I mean, you watch them play all the time, and you folks that don't ever get to come to the games, you might not even know who they are, so we thought we'd get them up here. And we're going to do the same thing with the boys on February 14th at one of the girls' games. I done talked to Ethan Jones, Nolan Zerwanka, and Tristan Bryant tonight about coming up on February the 14th. So that was a thing I used to do all the time before we started doing YouTube. And I just think it's good for the people out there that watch us all the time to get to just hear a little bit from the kids that are going to be graduating this year. I am going to take another 2-minute break, and when I come back, I'll run down the first half scoring. Right now, the score 24-15 at halftime. The Dons on top of the Clearwater Tigers. Be back in 2 minutes.
At Mathis Timber, our goal is to provide our landowners with the greatest possible financial return on their timber lands, while not damaging young timber or leaving your property in a mess. We have served Ripley County and the surrounding areas since 1939. We will buy your timber on lump sum total or percentage. We have several references upon request. Contact Craig Mathis at 573-429-0996 and see how Mathis Timber can assist you with all your timber harvesting needs.
I'm Russell French, and for value and friendly professional service, give us a call at 573-996-5001. Whether you're insuring your home, auto, farm, or business, give us a call at 573-996-5001. Or come by and see us right here in Doniphan at 1204 Walnut Street. Or visit us on the web at semoinsurance.net.
The housing market is hot and interest rates are still low, making it a great time to sell your house or look for your new home. Either way, Taylor Schleif with United Country American Realty in Doniphan is there for you. Check out her listings online and be assured that Taylor will be with you every step of the way, making the process easier and more enjoyable for you. Come see her at their office in Oak Tree Village or schedule an appointment by calling 996-6786. Taylor Schleif and United Country American Realty, coming soon to a closing near you.
Davis True Value is proud to sponsor the Dons and Donettes for another exciting ball season. Just like the Dons and Donettes, Davis True Value knows hard work wins the game. They are your selection, service, and savings destination hardware store, serving the area with paint, plumbing, electrical, lawn and garden, and housewares. Your local True Value hardware with so much more. From window repair to chainsaw sharpening, we are the store of first choice. Behind every project is a True Value.
True Value.
24-15 is our halftime score. Got about 3 minutes before the start of the second half. We'll look at the first half scoring. First of all, for Clearwater. Now, both teams only had 4 players score. And the leading scorer on both teams has 9 points, and that's Lance Dillport for Clearwater. He had 3 2-point baskets and a 3-point basket, and then 2 points apiece for Landon Tao, Charles Robbins, and Braden Wilson. And they shot 1 free throw, and they were 0 for 1. And they don't have anybody with any more than 1 foul due to Clearwater Tigers. Now for the Dons, their leading scorer in the first half was Ben Killian. He had, he had 1, 2, 3. He had 3 2-point baskets and 1 3-point basket. And Trace Lapar come in off the bench, and he hit 2 3-pointers and a 2-pointer, and he has 8 points. And he come right off the bench and nailed the 3-pointer. Hadn't been out there just a few seconds. Usually they like to try to let them get into the flow of the game before they fire one up, but he hit it, and then he hit another one later on as well. So he has 8 points. Emmett Jones has 5. He's got two free throws and a 3-point basket. And the other one basket went to Lane Allen. He's got 2. The Dons were 2 of 2 from the free throw line. And the only player the Dons have with 2 fouls is Ben Killian. So the Dons led 13-6 at the end of the first quarter, and they scored 11 in the second quarter, and Clearwater got 9. And they lead it by 9, 24-15, as we get ready to start the third quarter. Remember, later on tonight, after this game, we'll have the varsity game. And these games are big games, actually, for the JV, too, for seedings for the OFC tournament. Because the Ozark Foothills Conference Tournament has a junior varsity tournament as well as varsity girls and varsity boys. And our next game after tonight will be Thursday night, as the girls will have an Ozark Foothills Conference game, as the Twin Rivers Lady Royals will be here at the Bill L. Wright Gymnasium to take on the Donettes. Donettes riding a 15-1 record and currently ranked 7th in the state by Max Preps. And I was wondering when they were ever going to get in there. I actually, to tell you the truth, I don't know how long they've been in there. I just found out last night that they were in the, I kept looking at the coaches poll, and when I looked at the Max Prep poll, I believe I trust it more than I do the coaches poll. All right, it'll be Don's ball. They have Jones, Jackson, Killian, Rawlings, and Allen, and Jackson throws it out of bounds trying to get it into Allen. Clearwater will counter with Dillport. Pinkley. They got their 5 starters back out there. Robbins, Wilson, and Took. Took has it, right baseline. Back out front, goes to Dillport. Dillport looking for help. Gets it to Charles Robbins deep on the right wing. Dribbles back to the center. Emmett Jones on him. He's about 3 or 4 feet off of him. And Robbins just keeps dribbling the basketball. The other players running around out there. They're not setting any screens. They're just running around. Over to Took. Baseline to Wilson. Wilson back to the wing with it. Loses his dribble. And gets it out. And a nice drive there by Robbins, but he missed the shot. Don's come away with the rebound. Pass up ahead to Allen. He puts it in. Good look by Ben Killian. And Lane Allen gets his second bucket. He's got 4, and the lead is 11. Dillport hands it off to Wilson. They're running that weave. They've done that just about the entire game. They run it for 3 or 4 times around, and then somebody tries to drive to the basket. Wilson hands it off, driving into the lane. There's another. He got away with it again. And Robbins is going to get the bucket. 26-17. Don's up by 9 points. Got 5:10 left in the third quarter. Cross-court pass. Jones fakes the three-pointer, takes it in. He's going to put it off the glass a little too hard. Gets his own rebound, puts it up and won't go. But he will be fouled. And they're going to, how in the world is that on the floor? He went right back up with it. Oh, my goodness. I don't know how. Yeah, let's see. We got Cooper Jackson coming out, Trace Lepar back in. And Coach Cagle's wondering how come that wasn't a shooting foul, too. And he caught it and went right back up with it. Ball inbounded to Rawlings. He takes one dribble and picks it up. That's not a good idea to do that. And he didn't go anywhere. Lepar to Jones. To Killian. Three looks good, but it's short. And the rebound comes down to Charles Robbins, passes it ahead. Wilson got a run out, goes down, laid up. He missed it as the Dons got back and caused a little confusion for there, and he couldn't get it to go. Nice job by the Dons to hustle back on that. Never take anything for granted. Clearwater still packing that zone. Got at least 3 guys in that black paint all the time, and sometimes there's 4 or 5. Jones is going to fire up a 3, and he gets his second one. Emmett Jones has got 8 now. The lead is 12, 29-17. I believe that matches the biggest lead the Dons have had here in the game. And again, Charles Robbins just standing out there dribbling, and the other player just running around. They're not setting any screens. They're just kind of running around trying to get open. Wilson, jump stop, up and under with a shot. Oh, goodness, what a shot there by Braden Wilson. Ended up finger rolling it in as he went up and under with it. 29-19 now. Rawlings throws it in the paint to Lepar, hands it to Killen. He's wide open and he lays it in off the glass. Good little pass there from Trace Lepar as he gets the assist on that basket. And Robbins is just motioning for people to cut through the lane. Now the coach gives them a different play to run. Robbins is just dribbling time off the clock. Hands it to Wilson. Wilson goes down, puts it up, and we're going to have a foul on Killian as he tried to block that shot. And that'll be Ben's 3rd foul. As Luke Emmons comes back in for Lane Allen. And we also have Nate Patterson, Landon Tao coming in. Patterson's still at the scorer's table. He must be coming in for Wilson, who's shooting 2 free throws. Clearwater's only shot 1 free throw in the game. They were 0 for 1. And Wilson gets his 5th point. Braden Wilson's a 5'11 sophomore, and he makes both of them. And evidently Patterson came in for somebody else. They decided to bring him in for somebody else. Rawlings with a drive and misses a shot. Clearwater with a rebound. 10-point lead for the Dons. 2:40 left in the third quarter. And now Robbins takes it to the hole and scores. The first time the Dons got up by 12, Clearwater scored a couple of buckets and got it back down there to 7 or 8 points. They've done the same thing again. That lead is at 8. Killian on the right wing. He's going to shoot a 3, and that one's short. Right on line again, and the rebound's going to be by Clearwater. And with the player rolling around on the floor, coach gets a timeout. 31-23, 2:17 left in the third. And I guess I didn't think he had another 30 seconds. We'll go ahead and keep it here. I didn't think he had another 30-second timeout. They were talking about the Donettes. Of course, hopefully you were with us last night or you were here as the Donettes got a big win over Dexter. I think the final ended up 56-38. And that was the second time the Donettes have beat Dexter, and there's a good chance those two will be the 1 and 2 seeds in the Class 4 district coming up next month, and that tournament's going to be played in Dexter. So it was good to get a win by a pretty good little margin, because it might not be so easy of playing them on their home floor. Clearwater with the basketball. They've cut the lead to 8. And let's see, I think we got all the same players on the floor. Tao, left wing to Took. Took has a strip, but he gets it back. Gives it back to Tao between the circle. Over on the left side goes to Wilson. Now back to Tao. Out front to Took. And now he'll give it back to Robbins, and they'll reset again. They're just kind of running around and running across the lane. A lot of moving, but no screens. And it seemed like to me it'd be a lot easier to get open with screen. Wilson's going to take it in, and we're going to have a foul on the floor. That's the only thing. Every once in a while, you lull the other team to sleep running those weaves, and you start to step off on the guy that they're going to hand it to, and they'll keep it and take it to the hole. And we're going to get a – oh, okay. The other official called a carry. They called a carry, and it was on Robbins, and he's the one that's been doing it all night long. They called it before the foul. So the Dons will get the ball. Dons catch a little bit of a break there. Isaac Rawlings, right side to Killian. He's going to have to hit one of those threes. He's been right on line with 2 of them, but they've just come up a little short. Ball batted out of bounds by Nate Patterson. Ball will stay with the Dons as we got Dillport checking back in for Clearwater. And he's going to replace Braden Wilson. Clearwater only has 2 subs on the bench. Yeah, I don't think if 2 of them is going to be playing on the varsity, because I've got their roster wrote down. Lepar bounces in the lane to Rawlings, kicks it out to Jones. Jones picked up, is going to take it in, force it up, no good. And we're going to have a foul called. That one's going to be on Evan Took. And that's his second foul, second team foul, but it'll be a shooting foul. And his free throw short. He had been 2 for 2 from the line. Emmett's got 8 points in the game. .59 seconds left third quarter, and that one's short on the front of the rim, but Isaac Rawlings gets the rebound, and he's going to be tied up. And the arrow favors Clearwater this time. Robbins dribbles left side. He's going to get a screen. Dribbles all the way over to the right side. Looking for a backdoor cut. Nobody open. Still looking. And he gets it to Dillport. We're going to have a foul on Emmett Jones. That's 2 on Emmett. And nowhere near the bonus for either team. Both teams have 2 team fouls. That was very close to being back court. He almost caught that in the front court. And as Dillport dribbles to the basket, Nate Patterson was coming back to the wing, and he threw the ball to the baseline where Patterson was. And goes up into the stands. So another turnover on the Tigers. Now we're down to 23 seconds. Killian dribbling around out front. Penetrates into the lane, hands it off to Jones, and he lays it in. That's a perfect way to do that right there. Now Jones has got 10 points. And it's back to a 10-point lead, 33-23. 7 seconds left. Dillport dribbles baseline, and he puts it up and in. Dillport's got 11 points now, and he cuts that lead to 8, 33-25 as we head to the fourth quarter. Dons lead it by 8. We'll be back in 1 minute on Current River Broadcasting.
Current River Bait and Tackle is more than just a convenience store. They serve hot lunches every day, including burgers that are made fresh and by hand every morning. If you're heading to the river or your favorite fishing spot, check out their large selection of fishing supplies. But most of all, come experience the friendly service at Current River Bait and Tackle, just across the bridge on Highway 160 in Doniphan.
At Mathis Timber, our goal is to provide our landowners with the greatest possible financial return on their timber lands, while not damaging young timber or leaving your property in a mess. We have served Ripley County and the surrounding areas since 1939. We will buy your timber on lump sum total or percentage. We have several references upon request. Contact Craig Mathis at 573-429-0996 and see how Mathis Timber can assist you with all your timber harvesting needs.
Lead in the junior varsity game 33-25 over the Clearwater Tigers. Clearwater will send out Landon Tao, Braden Wilson, and is that number 5? I believe that's Lane Pinkley. The Dons will have Isaac Rawlings, Ben Killian, Lane Allen, Trace Lepar, and Luke Emmons. And Killian just stand out there dribbling the ball. They may try to make Clearwater come out and play man-to-man. And I believe they've already matched up. And they steal the ball. Pinkley steals it. He's got a man on the other side. A great hustle by Ben Killian as he comes up from behind and knocks it away. Now Clearwater is playing man-to-man. Killian's guarded by Charles Robbins. Dribbles to the left side, hands it off to Isaac Rawlings. Rawlings dribbles to the middle of the floor, gives it to Lepar. Lepar back to Rawlings, dribbles to the right side, down to the baseline. Still got his dribble alive. Back to Allen, over to Lepar. Lepar hands it to Allen. As the Dons continue to throw it around, Rawlings almost lost it. It went through his hand, but he does run it down. Gives it back to Killian. In the corner, Allen's wide open. Long shot up. I think that was a long two. And no good. And a pass up the floor. Robbins trying to beat everybody down. He puts it in, and he's fouled by Lane Allen. And that's going to cut the lead to 6, and a free throw coming. That's the first foul on Lane Allen. And Robbins has got 8 points now. And he's got a free throw coming, and he makes it. And that cuts the Dons' lead to 5. Dons have only scored 9 points this half. And Clearwater's got 13 right now. Lepar in the corner, back out front to Killian. Dribbles over to the left side. Not able to get it to Rawlings, so Allen comes around and picks it up. Takes it into the paint, and it's knocked away again. Here comes Robbins, dribbles to the baseline. And he a reach-in foul on Isaac Rawlings. That'll be his second, and that'll be team foul number 4 on the Dons as Emmett Jones is coming back in. Now Clearwater's cut the lead to 5. It's 33-28, still got 5:10 to go. Right now the momentum's on Clearwater's side. Charles Robbins gets the inbounds pass. Guarded by Isaac Rawlings, and he dribbled it right to Rawlings. Rawlings is going down on Robbins, and we're going to have a foul, and we'll see if they call it on the floor or on the shot. And they're going to give him 2 shots. That's the 3rd team foul. And Rawlings' free throw is no good. The Dons hold 3 this half. Next one up, no good. And Emmett Jones gets the rebound. He's going to force it back up, no good. And the rebound comes down to Landon Tao. Throws it in the middle of the floor. Wilson takes it down and up and under with the shot. And Clearwater is within 3 at 33-30. Dons have not done well since they started slowing it up. Actually, they weren't doing too well before that. Rawlings gets it underneath on a good pass from Ben Killian on cut to the basket, gets the bucket, and we'll have a foul as well. The foul's on Tao. It's his first. And Rawlings, that was his first 2 points of the game. Dons need to make a free throw here. They're 0 for 4 this half, 0 for 5 now. And Rawlings has missed 3 of those. And the rebound is going to be lost out of bounds by Braden Wilson. So the Dons will get it underneath their basket, up by 5 with 4.5 minutes to go. Ben Killian will throw it in. Gets it in the corner to Rawlings, and he lost it out of bounds. Unforced turnover on Isaac Rawlings. Clearwater's outscored the Dons 5-2 in this quarter. Robbins with the ball, dribbles over to the right wing. Hands it off to Wilson. Wilson hands it to Dillport. Now back out front, goes to Tao. And it comes all the way back around. And Robbins has it again. Backs it out towards mid-court. Dribbles baseline, goes in, shot up and good, and a foul is going to be on the Dons. I think that one's going to be on, we'll wait and see, but I believe it's on Luke Emmons. That's Emmons' second foul. And Robbins has got 11 points now, looking for number 12. He can cut the lead to 2. Free throws, true, nothing but net. Robbins has got 12 points. They have cut the Dons lead to 2 at 35-33 with 3:58 left in the ball game in this junior varsity game. We'll take a 1-minute timeout. We'll be back with more Dons basketball. Don't leave us.
I'm Russell French, and for value and friendly professional service, give us a call at 573-996-5001. Whether you're insuring your home, auto, farm, or business, give us a call at 573-996-5001. Or come by and see us right here in Doniphan at 1204 Walnut Street. Or visit us on the web at cmoinsurance.net.
You've heard it all before. We're number one. We're the best. We have the biggest rebates. Now is the time to skip the hype and come to Current River Ford in Doniphan. They're all about helping you find the perfect new Ford. Current River Ford services your vehicles after the sale. From the moment you drive in, you will receive the quality service you've been missing. With the selection at Current River Ford, you'll find the new vehicle you want. How about getting your next vehicle at a dealership that makes it all about you? Current River Ford, Highway 160 in Doniphan.
Well, the Dons' lead has been sliced to 2 points here with 3:58 left in the ball game. And the Dons will have the basketball. They had brought Clearwater out of the zone. And we'll see if they stay in the man-to-man. It looks like it right now that they are. And actually, it's worked pretty well for them. The Dons were doing better, I think, when they were in the zone. They get it inside to Emmett Jones, and he lays it in. Emmett's got 12 points now for the Dons. Lead back to Ford, 37-33. Robbins bounce passes it to Wilson. He gets it back. The Dons are in a 2-3 zone now. Wilson dribbles into the free throw line, kicks it back out to Robbins. Excuse me. Robbins with it left wing, cross court to Pinkley. Pinkley hands it to Wilson. Shot block. Oh! Looked like a good block by Luke Emmons, but he's whistled for the foul. Clearwater is 4 for 4 from the free throw line this half after missing 1 in the first half. Clock stopped with 3:09 to go, and Wilson makes the first one. And that gives him 8 in the ball game. As we have Evan Took back in the ball game, replacing Pinkley. free throw is good as well. They haven't missed her in the second half. 6 for 6. Wilson 1 point away from double figures. Now Clearwater trying to trap a little bit. Lepar gets it over to Killian on the left side. We're under 3 minutes to go now. And the score's 37-35 Don. Emmett Jones gives it in the corner. Ball tipped out of bounds by Braden Wilson. Ball will stay with the Dons over on the left sideline. Free throw line extended. The Dons finally get it into Killian with 2:45 left in the game. And Killian gets around his man, goes down, stops, and he's going to be called for a travel. That's happened a couple times on the other side, and they've got buckets, and they haven't blew the whistle. Of course, a lot of times it depends on which official is in a certain place. Some of them don't call walks like the other ones do, even though they're supposed to. Clearwater with a chance. They can take the lead with the three-pointer here with 2.5 minutes to go, and they get it underneath. Wide open is Dillport, and he puts it in, and he got 13 points, and we're tied at 37 all. And the Dons have gone stagnant on the offensive end. Rawlings with the basketball as we wind down 2:10 to go. And we got a timeout call by the Dons, and the score is tied at 37 now with 2:10 to go in the ball game. And let's see if it's it's a 30-second timeout, so we will keep it here. And coming up between games, of course, we'll run down the scoring for both teams. And before we get set for the varsity game, we're going to have another one of the Donette seniors over to talk to about their future and actually their past as well, about their experiences playing ball here at Doniphan High School. We'll either have Sydney Speck or Bailey Carson, and then we'll have the other one at halftime of the varsity game. Well, Clearwater this quarter has scored 12 points, and the Dons only have 4. So they've erased that 8-point lead the Dons had heading into this quarter. The Dons have only scored, 13 this half, and Clearwater's gotten 22. Lepar to inbound it. And the ball batted out of bounds. Dons having trouble getting it in. It'll stay with them right by the scorer's table in the front court. Trace Lepar will inbound it. Lobs it into Killian in the back court. Closely guarded by Charles Robbins. Gets it across the half line. And he picks up his dribble. And them guys, not just the Dons, but a lot of teams, they do that. Lepar's open for 3. It's short. Ball tipped around, and it's going to be run down by Rawlings with 1:50 to go. Lepar dribbles in, gives it to Jones. Jones penetrates into the lane, and a blocking foul. Going to be called on, I believe, on Evan Took, I believe. That is only the 15th foul, so the Dons will inbound it. The next foul on the Dons. Oh, they are giving him 2 shots. Okay. I thought he was actually trying to go up, but I'm not sure that's a good thing. The Dons are 0 for 5 from the free throw line this half. Jones makes the first one. That puts the Dons back up by 1. And Emmett Jones has 13 points. He's the leading scorer for the Dons. Ben Killian also in double figures with 11. 1:39 to go. It's 38-37. Dons up by 1. One more free throw for Jones, and it goes in. Robbins dribbles over to the right side, and he loses it out of bounds, and he touched it last. He didn't think he did, but the official said he did, and he's the one that counts. He was closer to it than a lot of people on this side who were calling for it to be their ball. Killian gets around Dillport, and he dribbles to the baseline. He's going to be fouled by Robbins. And it's still no 1-and-1. That's will be team foul number 6. 6. Both teams will be in the bonus if we have any more fouls this last 120. Well, now they have 5 up there. I thought they had 5 before that foul. Oh, now they call the offensive foul on Killian, and that's Ben's 4th foul. And again, another one of the officials overruled the other one. So Clearwater's got it back with 1:20 to go. Wilson, left wing, cross-court pass to Tao. Down low, underneath Dillport. He missed the shot. And Rawlings with the rebound. Gives it to Killian as we near a minute to go in the ball game. Don's up by 2. And we're going to have a hand-checking foul called. This one is going to go against Robin. And that will be 16 fouls. So still no bonus here. But both teams are in the bonus now. And Coach Cagle's going to call a timeout with 1:02 to go. The Dons lead 39-37, and I'm pretty sure this will be a full one. And it is. We'll take a 1-minute break and be back with this last little over a minute, so don't go away. Crowd on hand here at Doniphan High School tonight for this one between the Dons and the Clearwater Tigers, and we've had a close one here in the junior varsity game, or at least towards the end it is. Dons had a 8-10 point lead much of the game. And a pass down underneath. Boy, that was a nice save by Emmett Jones, and he's going to be fouled by Braden Wilson, and they will go to the free throw line now. That's the 7th team foul. And let's see, Emmett Jones made the last 2. He is, I believe, 4 for 6 from the free throw line tonight. And Clearwater's trying to send somebody in there, and they can't figure out who to bring out. Coach Cagle's going to send all his players back down to the other end here so we don't have an over-the-back foul. 39-37 Dons. Emmett Jones shooting the front end of a 1-and-1. And that's short. Rebounded by Took. Gives the ball to Robbins. Robbins takes it all the way down, up off the glass, and it's good. That one was way up there high. And it trickled down through the net. 50.1 seconds to go. 39-39. We'll take another 1-minute break. Don't leave us.
We see the potential of her and him and you, of where you're from and what you can accomplish. Because when you set your mind to it, there's nothing you can't do. But reaching your potential isn't just about achieving your goals. It's about helping others, supporting your neighbors, building your community, and investing in people that make a difference. Like her, and him, and you. Because when you're from here, that's just what you do. And from here, we can do anything.
.39-39 is our score, the Dons and the Clearwater Tigers. And this is, of course, a junior varsity game. Dons will have the ball with 50.1 seconds to go. Clearwater's going to extend the defense a little bit. And Bounce pass comes into Ben Killian. Pass up the floor, Isaac Rawlings. He's going to take it into the paint, and he puts it up, and it won't go. And rebounded by Luke Emmons, and he lays it in. Great work by Emmons on the glass to give the Dons a 2-point lead, 41-39. 30 seconds left. Robbins will walk it across the half line. All the Clearwater fans is hollering go. Well, they got 30 seconds. And Robbins carried the ball, and they called it again. He's been doing it all night, folks, and that's only the second time they've called it, but he's been doing it. And I'm sure if the camera was at the right angle, in the first half especially, you could see him doing it a whole lot. Inbounds pass comes to Lepar. He loses his dribble. Gets it to Jones. And we're going to have to call a timeout there, getting close to the 10-second call. So with 16.7 seconds to go, the Dons will have it. And if Clearwater doesn't get a steal, they will have to foul and send the Dons to the free throw line. And so far in this second half, the Dons are only 2 of 7 from the free throw line. And the only 4 free throws they've made all night have been made by Emmett Jones, but he's missed, I believe, 3 as well. Clearwater 6 of 6 from the free throw line in this half. Our score is 41-39 Dons. 16 seconds left. And the Dons will have the ball in the back court. Just back past the half line. Varsity game coming up next, along with an interview with one of the Donette seniors in between ball games. And the reason I'm saying one of, because I am not sure which order they decide to come in. We've already talked to Timber Turner. It'll either be Sidney Speck or Bailey Carson coming up here between games. Dons get it inbounds to Killian. He's in the back court. They can't wait too long. He gets it across the half line with 11. And back to Killian. And he finally gets fouled with 7.3 seconds. And their coach is hollering because they didn't foul before that. That foul was on Nate Patterson. And he's coming out. And Lane Pinkley got Robbins going out. He's one of their best offensive players. Matter of fact, he's their leading scorer with 14 points tonight. So if Killian can make 2 of them here, that almost should seal the deal. First one's good. That gives Ben 12 points. Now we got Dillport coming back in for Clearwater. He has 13, second leading scorer for Clearwater. 7.3 ticks left on that clock. Killian's second one is up and good, and that gives the Dons 4-point lead now, as long as they don't foul on a three-pointer. And the ball given to Dillport. And step back 3, and no good. And the Dons come away with a hard-fought 43-39 win over the Clearwater Junior Varsity by 4 points. The Dons had a 9-point lead at halftime. Clearwater, they had a couple ties in that fourth quarter, but the Dons were able to pull it out 43-39 here in the Junior Varsity game. I'm going to take a 2-minute break, and I'll be back to run down the scoring, and hopefully Sydney or Bailey will be over here to have a chat. So we'll be back in 2 minutes.
Hometown Pharmacy is your one-stop pharmacy for all of your medical needs. Our pharmacists provide shots for flu, pneumonia, and shingles all in this pharmacy with no appointment necessary. Refills can be requested online or through our app, and delivery is available if you live within the city limits. Transferring prescriptions is easy, so come by or give us a call, and our friendly staff will take care of everything. Come experience the difference a hometown pharmacy can make on LaRue Street in Doniphan.
At Mathis Timber, our goal is to provide our landowners with the greatest possible financial return on their timber lands, while not damaging young timber or leaving your property in a mess. We have served Ripley County and the surrounding areas since 1939. We will buy your timber on lump sum total or percentage. We have several references upon request. Contact Craig Mathis at 573-429-0996 and see how Mathis Timber can assist you with all your timber harvesting needs.
We're for road trips. We're for hitting up Arthur Bryant's for lunch and making it to Lambert's for dinner. We're for drop tops, T-tops, classics, cruisers, steel horses, and real horses. Have you ever hit a deer? Yep, we're for you too. We're for getting stuck in traffic and 6-lane freeways that aren't so free. We're for Missouri license plates. No, medals of pride. Like us, no two roads are alike, but we're all connected. We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and if you're a Missouri driver, we're for you.
I am Doug Green, your Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance Agent, and if you're in Ripley County, I've got you covered.
Welcome back, everybody. Keith Bowman back at Doniphan High School, where the junior varsity just won 43-39 over the Clearwater junior varsity. And before we go into the scoring, I have one of the Donette seniors, Sydney Speck, alongside. Sydney, thanks for coming up and taking time to talk with us for a little bit.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Okay, well, let's start off here. Have you went to Doniphan all the way through school? Did you start out here?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And did you start playing basketball in elementary, I guess, probably?
Yes.
Okay. 5th grade probably, huh?
Before that, I played on like a traveling team, like with some of the other girls.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Other sports? You play other sports, I'm sure.
Yes, I play softball.
Okay. I think I seen your picture up on the board up there. Your basketball season this year, it's been fantastic so far. What do you enjoy most about playing with these other girls?
I love the family that we've made together, and I just love being around everyone all the time and getting to play and be together.
Well, I don't know. Have you ever been clocked to see how fast you are? Because you're pretty fast.
Thank you.
Well, sometimes you'll steal the ball down there and there'll be 2 or 3 of them ahead of you and you'll beat them down to the other end. That happens pretty often.
Yeah, I'm pretty blessed with that.
Okay, what do you plan on doing after you graduate?
I'm hoping to go to Three Rivers College and become a labor and delivery nurse.
Oh, okay. All right, really?
Yeah.
That would be interesting. Yeah. Okay, so still got a long way to go in the season here. You guys are 15-1. I think you're ranked 7th in the state in Max Prep Coaches Poll. But you've got some tough games coming up here, especially in a couple of weeks. I mean, everybody's aiming for you. You got a big X on your back, but you think if you guys keep playing the same way you've been playing, because you guys are great on defense. I mean, that's what you wear the other teams down, and you've got several players you can bring in and don't lose anything. You think that's the key to the rest of the season?
Oh, definitely. That's what we spend all of our time on, and we're excited to play everyone.
Well, I know Coach Epps told me that he had scheduled a game with another state-ranked team that wasn't on their schedule in a couple of weeks, I think. So, and you got the Ozark Foothills Conference Tournament coming up, and it looks like you guys will probably get the number 1 seed in that, which that means you lose a game because you get to draw a bye because they're not an even number. But it's better to be seeded first, I guess, than they get to play that extra game. But, well, I want to wish you good luck. I want to tell you it's been a privilege watching you guys play.
Thank you.
And I hope you good luck in the future.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming up and talking with me. That is Sydney Speck, one of the Donette seniors. We got one more to go. Bailey Carson will be up with us at halftime of this varsity game, which is coming up here in about 8 minutes. We'll quickly run down the scoring here, and then we'll take a little short break. For Clearwater, their leading scorer was Charles Robbins with 15, Lance Dillport 13, 9 for Braden Wilson, and 2 for Landon Tao. And they were 6 for 7 from the free throw line tonight. And the Dons were, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 6 out of 12 from the free throw line. Leading scorer for the Dons was Emmett Jones with 14, Ben Killian 13, Trace Lepar had 8, Lane Allen 4, Isaac Rawlings 2, and Luke Emmons 2 to round out the scoring. 43-39 is our final, so the Dons get the win in the JV game. And we got the varsity game coming up here shortly. So make sure you stay tuned for that. We'll take a short break, and we'll be back in about 3 minutes or so.
I'm Russell French, and for value and friendly professional service, give us a call at 573-996-5001. Whether you're insuring your home, auto, farm, or business, give us a call at 573-996-5001. Or come by and see us right here in Doniphan at 1204 Walnut Street. Or visit us on the web at cmoinsurance.net.
The housing market is hot and interest rates are so low, making it a great time to sell your house or look for your new home. Either way, Taylor Schleif with United Country American Realty in Doniphan is there for you. Check out her listings online and be assured that Taylor will be with you every step of the way, making the process easier and more enjoyable for you. Come see her at their office in Oak Tree Village or schedule an appointment by calling 996-6786. Taylor Schleif and United Country American Realty, coming soon to a closing near you.
Davis True Value is proud to sponsor the Dons and Donettes for another exciting ball season. Just like the Dons and Donettes, Davis True Value knows hard work wins the game. They are your selection, service, and savings destination hardware store, serving the area with paint, plumbing, electrical, lawn and garden, and housewares. Your local True Value hardware with so much more. From window repair to chainsaw sharpening, we are the store of first choice. Behind every project is a True Value.
Welcome back, everybody. We're getting set for the varsity game now after the JV's 43-39 win. The Dons come in with a record of 10-7. Clearwater's 4-6. Dons are averaging 56.3 a game and allowing 54.6. Clearwater's averaging 55.4 and allowing 60. Dons have won the last two games against Clearwater. The last time was in the OFC tournament last year. Dons won 81-32. Dons are shooting 46% from the two-point range, 30% from three-point, only 56.4 from the free throw line. That needs to get better. They average 37 rebounds a game. Ethan Jones is averaging 16.8 a game, 7.7 rebounds, and his three-point percentage is 33%. Max Owens averaging 14.1 and 7.3 rebounds and shooting 70% from the free throw line. Cam Barton's averaging 10.5, Tristan Bryant 5.4, J.D. Burton 3.9, Nolan Zerwampa 3.5, and Emmett Jones 3.4. The next game for the Dons will be here next Tuesday night against Neelyville. That will be the final home game will be senior night. And then on February the 3rd, they go to Kennett. And then I believe that is on the 3rd. They play Kennett on Thursday. They usually play on Tuesdays and Fridays, but the week of the OFC tournament starts, they usually play on Thursday, so that's the reason that game will be on Thursday. And the OFC tournament will start a week from Saturday down at Brosley at Twin Rivers High School. So as I said, coming in this game, the Dons 10-7, Clearwater 4-6. Clearwater's coached by Zach Moore. Used to be the coach here for a little while. And let's see. We're getting set for the national anthem here in just a second. We'll keep it here until they get ready to do that. And as we have the national anthem, we'll take about a 90-second break, and we'll be back to get this varsity game underway right here on Current River Broadcasting.
Current River Bait and Tackle is more than just a convenience store. They serve hot lunches every day, including burgers that are made fresh and by hand every morning. If you're heading to the river or your favorite fishing spot, check out their large selection of fishing supplies. But most of all, come experience the friendly service at Current River Bait and Tackle, just across the bridge on Highway 160 in Doniphan.
All right, folks, we're ready for the starting lineups for the varsity game. The Doniphan Dons and the Clearwater Tigers. I said coached by Zach. 10-1, Richie McKinney. And number 13, Brandon Mays, a 5'10 junior. Dalen Connor, number 22, a 6'1 senior. Jesse Pinkley, a 5'11 senior, wears number 23. And Keegan Gracie, number 24, a 6'3 junior. Now for the Dons, it'll be Coach Daniel Cagle. Next to the last home game for the Dons here this season. Tristan Bryan, a 5'9 senior, will get the nod. Ethan Jones, a 6'2 senior, number 14. Number 30, Nolan Zawalka, a 5'9 senior. As I said, we will talk to those guys on February 14th during the girls' game about what they're going to do in their future plans. Max Owen, a 6'3 junior, who will be back next year, as will Cam Barton, number 41, a 6'4 junior. Clearwater with black uniforms, orange numbers. And it will be, let's see, Keegan Gracie jumping center against Cam Barton. And Clearwater's putting all four players back on defense. Evidently they think Gracie can out. Barton, they've got him listed as 6'4". I think he's actually a little bit taller than that. And the Dons do control the tip. So they'll get the first possession. We're underway here in the varsity game. Clearwater playing a 3-2 zone instead of a 2-3 like they played in the JV game, or maybe a 1-2-2. Bryant gives it in a corner, and his pass inside is going to be stolen. And that was number 24, Gracie, who got the steal. He's got it between the circles, hands it to Mays. Mays hands it to McKinney. Now up front to Connor. Back to Mays on the left wing. We'll see how patient they are. They get it in the lane to Gracie. He's tied up, so he gives it back out to McKinney out front. McKinney back head of the key to Gracie. Gracie's guarded by Max Owen. Don's playing their usual man-to-man defense. Mays backs it out. Dribbles to the left side. Gets it over to McKinney. Now to Connor, and kind of doing like the JV did. They're working around. They're going to be, looks like they're going to be methodical. They don't want to let the Dons get out and run. I figure they got a better chance. Mays takes it into the paint, kicks it out. Connor takes it into the lane, and he lays it in. Well, it worked out. They run a minute and 15 seconds off the clock and got a bucket. Well, they didn't run that long. Probably a little over a minute because the Dons had it first and turned it over. Down low, Barton takes it in. He's going to force it up, and we're going to have a foul. And it's on number 22, Dalen Connor. His first. Cam Barton will shoot free throws for the Dons. First one is good. Second by Barton, rims out. Ethan Jones gets the rebound, and he puts the jump hook up and missed it. And we're going to get an over-the-back foul on Jones the second time. Don's crashing the board. I thought maybe Jones might have fouled the first time over the back, but he got away with it once, but not twice. If he'd have made that first shot, it'd have been all right. Mays hands it to Connor. Now to McKinney. McKinney dribbles into the paint. Kicks it back out to Mays. Mays guarded by Nolans or Walker. Gives it to Connor. Connor dribbles into the paint, throws it out in the corner to Pinkley. Pinkley traveled and he drug his pivot foot. Two to one Clearwater. We've played almost 2 minutes. Tristan Bryant, right wing to Jones, a deep three, and it's good. You got to guard him when he comes across half court, folks. He doesn't always hit him, but he's capable of every time he shoots. Mays dribbles to the baseline. Good defense by Zawalka to cut him off. Gives it to Gracie. Gracie dribbles into the paint, and his pass is knocked away and stolen. Ethan Jones going to take it all the way to the hole, lays it up and missed it. Pinkley with a rebound from Clearwater. Gives it to McKinney. Quickly into the front court, and Dons do a good job of getting back. Now to Pinkley. Pinkley dribbles in under the basket, and he lays it off the glass and in. 4-4 is our score. Bryant left wing to Zawalka. Down low on the left block. Barton turns to the baseline. His shot blocked. And Gracie comes out with it. He's going to take it down and take it into the paint. And he's going to be called for a travel after he stopped. Coach Cagle was wanting to carry. Clearwater acted like once they get into their half court, they're going to take some time. The last couple times they've rushed it down the floor, and that probably would be to the Dons' advantage. Max Owen a long three. It rims out. Ethan Jones with another offensive board. Goes up, and I'm going to say the shot was blocked. It goes out of bounds off of Clearwater. So Cam Barton will throw it in. Gets it into Max Owen in the corner. Out to Zawalka. He's open. His three-pointer no good. And Don's battling there, but Gracie comes out with it, gets it to Mays. They got a 4-on-2. McKinney's going to stop and fire a three, and no good. Ball tipped out, and we're going to have a foul on Nolans or walk on the rebound. That'll be his first and the second team foul on the Dons. Clearwater will have it underneath their own basket. We're tied 4-4. 4:35 to go in the first quarter. And bounce pass comes to Gracie underneath the basket, turns and shoots and scores. We put a hierarchy on that to get it over Max Owen. Bryant bounces over to Zawalka. In the lane to Jones. He's open and he puts it in. There's a hole in the middle of that zone. Pass up the floor to Gracie. Now he's tied up in the corner. Got to get some help. In the lane to Pinkley, and he puts it up, and he missed it. And the rebound comes down to Zawalka. Pass over to the other side, out of bounds. He had Bryant cutting to the basket. He was open, but he threw it a little too far out in front of him. And they're going to say the ball was tipped, so it's going to be Don's ball. Well, Max Owen will throw it in this time. That may be the reason it was too far out in front of him. In the lane, Owen turnaround jumper is good. First 2 points for Max. 8-6 Dons. 3:40 left in the first quarter. Mays dribbles to the free throw line. He's cut off, throws it out in the corner. Gracie dribbles baseline. Owen cuts him off there. He's got himself in trouble a couple times. He gets it to Mays. Mays into the paint, out in the corner. Pinkley for three. It's good. Clearwater goes up 9-8. Jones is open again, and he hits it again. That's another three-pointer for Ethan Jones. He's already got 8 points. If he's 4 or 5 feet behind that three-point line, most of the time they don't guard him, but they need to. Gracie drives to the basket. No, I'm sorry, Connor drives to the basket. And he's going to be fouled on a bump, and that's going to be on Cam Barton. It's already 3 team fouls on the Dons. We got a substitution, number 20. Joey Holmes, a 6'3 senior, is going to check in, and he replaces Pinkley. Don's up 11-9. Inbounds pass over in the corner to McKinney. Hands it to Gracie. He's going to try a three. It's short. Justin Bryant grabs the rebound. Heads up the floor with his head up. Dribbles into the paint, kicks it out to Jones. He lets the defense fly by, tries another one, and that one rims out. Here comes Connor. Going to take it all the way. Goes down, and we're going to have a foul on Bryant. J.D. Burton's coming into the game. That's the 4th team foul, the first foul on Bryant. Nobody has any more than 1 out of those 4, but piling up the fouls early. And the free throw is good. That is Dalen Connor's 3rd point. J.D. Burton comes in for Nolan Zawalka. Connor trying to tie it again. And he does. .240 left. Clearwater is leaving that free throw line wide open. Especially if the point guard stays back off of the top of the key a little bit. Cross-court pass going to be tipped out. Last touch by Tristan Bryant. That cross-court pass is hard to make. J.D. Burton didn't get that one quite high enough. It was tipped, and then it went off of Tristan Bryant's hand. Braden Mays gives it to McKinney. Head of the key, Gracie. Now over to Connor. Dribbles baseline, and another foul on the Dons. And the Dons are getting in some serious trouble here because that's team foul number 5 already, and I think that's the 2nd one on Barton. And when Barton gets in foul trouble, the Dons get a lot smaller. Zawalka's going to come back in, and I'm sure he's coming in for Barton. Well, that means Zawalka's going to be guarding a quite a bit taller player. And bounce pass comes to Bracy, hands it over to Holmes, and Jones blocks it. He's got Bryant on the other side, hits him in stride, and he lays it in. Nice pass from Ethan Jones, gives the Dons that 2-point lead back. Gracie to Mays, head of the key, into the paint. And he hands it off to Gracie, gets it back, and he stepped on the out-of-bounds line. That double team there caused him to step out of bounds. Defense, folks, wins games. I know a lot of times people like to see, and I like to see high-scoring games as well, but that double team's what caused that turnover. Minute 40 left. Don's up 13-11. Clearwater in a 1-2-2 zone. Zawalka picks it up. J.D. Burton comes out to help him. Now Zawalka goes to the free throw line. Gets it there. Bounces down low to Owen. He has to run it down. Out to Bryant. Fakes the three. Dribbles into the paint. Goes up and his shot blocked. And it'll go out of bounds off of Clearwater. Every year they get to more than where the referees let those blocks go and don't call fouls on them. They probably could call a foul almost every time, but J.D. Burton from the free throw line. High Arthur's good. Now Holmes open at the head of the key, shoots a three, no good. Zerwalka with a rebound. Baseball pass up to Jones. He's going to stop and shoot a three-pointer, and it's way off. But Max Owen gets the offensive rebound. Gives it to Bryant, head of the key. 52 seconds left first quarter. The Dons lead 15-11. Burton hits Jones in the middle. Down low to Owen. Does a nice job to get it back, but he missed the shot. Ball tipped around, and it's loose on the floor. Jones picks it up. They leave Zerwalka open at head of the key. He shoots it no good. And again, Jones in there battling for the rebound, and I think they're going to call a foul on Clearwater. That's going to be on Connor. That'll be his second. He has both team fouls for Clearwater. And Pinkley's going to come back in. Max Owen will trigger for the Dons. Throws it out front. The ball tipped. Tristan Bryant's able to get it in the lane. Owen turnaround jumper is good. I think the Dons can win the game right there if they can hit those free throw line jumpers. If they get it there and the defense comes up on them, then somebody's open underneath. 15 seconds to go as Mays has got it out front. Over to McKinney. McKinney in the lane. Gracie turns to the baseline, out to McKinney. Fakes the three. Now he's going to shoot a long two. It's no good. Gracie with the rebound. Turns and shoots at the buzzer. No good. And the Dons have a 17-11 lead over the Clearwater Tigers here at the end of one quarter. Listening to the Dons and watching on Current River Broadcasting. We'll be back in 1 minute, everybody. Welcome back to the second quarter here on Current River Broadcasting. This is Keith Bowman doing it by myself tonight. Dalton Pennington had prior engagement. He couldn't make it. He'll be back with us Thursday night for the Donettes and the Twin Rivers Lady Royals. 17-11 as we start the second quarter. The Dons on top of Clearwater. Clearwater comes out with Gracie, Mays, Holmes, McKinney, and Pinkley. Pinkley's got it right now. Dons have Emmett Jones, Ethan Jones, Max Owen, Nolan Zawonka, and Tristan Bryant. And Holmes drives to the basket, and the Dons didn't get any help there. And Joey Holmes gets his first bucket, cut the lead to 4, 17-13. Now Clearwater's trying to watch that free throw line, but they leave Jones open again, and we're going to have another foul on Clearwater. That one is on Pinkley. His first, third team foul. And Max Owen will throw it in for the Dons. They lead by 4, 17-13. Out front to Bryant. They leave him open. He's going to fire three. It's no good. And Clearwater had the block out there, but I think ball taken away by Emmett Smith, and he's going to be fouled. And that foul is going to be called on Joey Holmes. And Nolan Zawonka will throw it in this time. And Ethan Jones deep on the right wing. Going to penetrate into the lane. Finger roll, no good. Ball tipped around. They're going to have a foul on the Dons. That's one foul closer to being in the bonus. Actually, the next foul will put Clearwater in the bonus. That one's going to be on Emmett Jones. (17-13) Dons. 7:10 to go in the first half. Mays dribbles across the head of the key there. Hands it to Gracie. He goes into the paint. Gets Owen in the air, and he puts the shot in. Clearwater back within 2 points, 17-15. Ethan Jones bounces out front to Max Owen. Owen penetrates, kicks it out to Jones. He's wide open, and this one is no good. And Pinkley with a rebound for Clearwater. Hands it to McKinney. Clearwater can tie it or take the lead with a three-pointer. Mays kicks it out in the corner to Gracie. Gracie dribbles into the paint. He throws it up and no good. And Ethan Jones gets the rebound for the Dons. Gives it to Nolan Zawalka. Walking quickly into the front court. Backdoor pass to Tristan Bryan, and another pass off to Emmett Jones. And he puts it in there. Nice ball movement by the Dons. Pinkley takes it in. Shot no good. And a rebound by Max Owen. And a lob pass on down to Tristan Bryan, and he lays it in. So after cutting it to 2 points, the Dons have scored 4 in a row. It's 21-15. 5:51 left in the first half. Dons up by 6. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
You've heard it all before. We're number one. We're the best. We have the biggest rebates. Now is the time to skip the hype and come to Current River Ford in Doniphan. They're all about helping you find the perfect new Ford. Current River Ford services your vehicles after the sale. From the moment you drive in, you will receive the quality service you've been missing. With the selection at Current River Ford, you'll find the new vehicle you want. How about getting your next vehicle at a dealership that makes it all about you? Current River Ford, Highway 160 in Doniphan.
21-15 is our score. The Dons have scored 4 in a row after Clearwater cut their lead to 2 points. Got 5:50 left in the first half. And Clearwater with the ball, and the Dons go into a 2-1-2 zone. J.D. Burton in the ball game. He knocks it away from Mays, but Mays runs it down. Gives it to McKinney. In the lane, Burton knocked it away again. Pinkley's going to get off a 3. It's no good. Jones with the rebound. He brings it right up the middle of the floor. Over to Bryant. Bryant does a little jab step. Now you got to get some help. He throws it cross court to J.D. Burton. Head of the key to Max Owen. Back to Burton, and the Dons will reset. Over to Max Owen. He's open. His three-pointer's up, and it's good. That's Max's first 3. He's got 7 points, and the Dons lead by 9. Dons defense has picked it up a little bit, making it a little harder for Clearwater to score, and a bad pass. And Emmett Smith intercepts it, and then the ball knocked away from him, but goes out of bounds, but it will be Don's ball. So another turnover on Clearwater. With exactly 5 minutes left in the first half, it's a 9-point lead for the Doniphan Dons. It's the next to the last home game of the season. Next Tuesday, the Dons will play Neelyville. And we got something away from the ball. 3 seconds, I guess, on the Dons. Well, the Dons turn it over. Coach Cagle trying to find out who they called it on. I don't think the ref ever did tell him who called it on. Ball kicked there by the Dons. Dons extending that zone. Double teaming Mays out front. He dribbles to the side, and Ethan Jones reaches in and knocks it away. Dalton and I talked a lot last night about the deflections the Donettes got in their game. The Dons have got a few in this one. Pinkley open for a second in the corner, and he's covered up and can't get it off. Mays dribbles into the paint. We got another foul on the Dons, and that's going to put Clearwater in the bonus. And that was going to be on J.D. Burton. That's his first. And that's the 7th team foul. They're getting ready to throw it in, but Now they decided 1-1, and Dalen Connor comes back in for Pinkley. So it'll be Braden Mays. And Nolan Zawalka is going to give Tristan Bryan a rest for the Dons. Dons have Ethan and Emmett Jones, Max Owen, J.D. Burton, and Nolan Zawalka. It's McKinney, Holmes, Mays, Connor, and I believe Gracie's still out there. What a 3 of 3 from the free throw line as Braden Mays gets his first point. And that one's off the iron. And Emmett Jones with the rebound. 24-16 is our score. The Dons lead by 8. 4 minutes and 20 seconds left in the first half. Jones dribbles baseline, goes all the way in and weaves his way in there and gets one off the glass. And give him 10 points here in the first half, and that's the lead for the Dons, 10. Connor over to McKinney. High arcing threes up, no good. Ethan Jones with another rebound. Pass up the floor to Zawalka. Zawalka goes into the lane. Now he kicks it over to Owen. He's open for a 3 and no good. Oh, and Ethan Jones tried to dunk it in off the tip. Just missed it. And Dons get the ball back. One-handed jumper up, no good. Saved in by Emmett Jones, but he saves it right to Mays. Mays into the paint. Going to take it, put it up, and he gets it to go. 26-18, the Dons lead it by 8 as Tristan Bryant comes to the scorer's table, and so does Pinkley. And a bad pass by Zawalka. Connor, Holmes one-on-one goes down, and that's going to be a charge. Nolan Zawalka stood in there and took the charge. I still think one of these days you'll see that semi-arc around out in front of the basket like they have in college and the pros for drawing charges, because sometimes to me, and I'm glad Nolan got the charge, but that pretty far underneath the basket there, just right in front of it. That's the second foul on Joey Holmes. That was a 15 foul. And Tristan Bryant gets 3 seconds called on him. He was just standing inside the free throw line. The Clearwater fans were counting there, and they probably wouldn't even have seen it if they hadn't been counting it. He never came out. He just stood in there. He didn't ever go outside the free throw line, so they had to start the recount. Gracie dribbles into the paint, kicks it out in the corner. Pinkley's going to shoot a 3. It's no good. And Gracie with the rebound. High arcing shot will go. That's 6 points for Keegan Gracie. Clearwater back to within 6. Walker dribbles into the paint. Beautiful pass into Max Owen, and he lays it in. Quickly back the other way. Gracie's got it on the left baseline. He's going to shoot a 3. And it's no good, and Ethan Jones with another rebound. Ethan's got to have 6-7 rebounds already here in the first half. He dribbles into the paint, out in the corner, J.D. Burton for 3. It's no good. And the rebound comes down to Connor, and he likes to take it all the way to end to end. And another charge, this one called by J.D. Burton. And that's the third foul on Connor. That's about 2 or 3 times he's tried to get the rebound and take it all the way from one end to the other. And some of the Clearwater fans is getting a little too much for the referees. One of them turned around and told them to calm down. Holmes is coming back in. That was Connor's 3rd foul. And also we got Emmett Jones back in. Cam Barton's been on the bench this whole quarter. He picked up 2 early fouls. The Dons have missed him, but they've still got an 8-point lead here with 2:10 to go in the first half. Max Owen, head of the key. He's open. He's going to let it fly. It's short. Ball tipped around, and it tipped right through Tristan Bryant. Zawalka out to Jones. Jones a 3-pointer, and it's good. That's Ethan Jones' 3rd 3. He's got 13 points. Lead up to 11. Don's still in that 2-3 zone. Pass over to McKinney in the corner to Pinkley. Back to McKinney. And we're going to have a foul on Max Owen. That'll be his first, but it will put Clearwater at the free throw line. That is team foul number 8. It'll be a 1-and-1 for Joey Holmes. He's got 2 points in the first half. 31-20. Don's up by 11 points with 1 minute and 40 seconds left in the second quarter. Holmes will hit the first one. Clearwater 4 or 5 from the free throw line in the first half. Dons have only shot 2. They're 1 of 2. Holmes will hit both free throws. They'll try to keep them off the line there because they are 5 of 6. 31-22. Minute and a half left in the first half. Jones, pull-up jumper from behind the three-point line, and it's good. Folks, if he gets hot, he's just almost unstoppable. And we got another foul on the Dons. And this is going to be on Zawalka, and that's going to be his second. So that'll bring J.D. Burton back into the game. And it'll be a 1-and-1. Official forgot they were shooting 1-and-1. He was getting ready to take it out of bounds, but they've been in a 1-and-1 for a pretty good little bit. And now it is still 1-and-1. That was the 9th team foul. But Mays makes the free throw. I heard Coach Cagle tell him he quit fouling. And it's keeping Clearwater in the ballgame. That one's long. Ball tipped around and it's picked up by Holmes. And he does an up and under with a little English. And he gets it to go. Cardinals sin, letting them get an offensive rebound off the missed free throw. 34-25. J.D. Burton comes out to help Tristan Bryant. Head of the key to Max Owen. Owen dribbles into the paint, all the way to the hole. He put it in, and I think they're going to count that. We'll see. Looked like he counted it. No, they're going to call 2 shots. No, foul on 20. The bucket went in. If we're giving him 2 shots, the basket counted. They didn't get. That can't be 2 shots. They're only in the 1-and-1. It won't make any difference. Max makes a free throw, but he's got 10 points now. But that could not have been 2 shots because the bucket went in. And Zawalka's going to come back into the game for Emmett Jones. No one playing with 2 fouls. He didn't want to get that third one here with 57 seconds left in the first half. Max Owen looking to push the Dons back up by 11 again, and he does. Pinkley quickly to the other end. Gives it to Holmes. Holmes dribbles one time. Now he gets it to Pinkley. Pinkley dribbles into the lane. The ball's loose, and it's going to be picked up. And Nolan Zawalka's wide open up ahead, and he gets it, and he'll lay it in. Didn't think Ethan was going to get it to him, but he did. Up to a 13-point lead. I believe that's the biggest lead in here in the first half for the Dons. Mays into the paint, knocked away. Dons come away with it. Long pass up the floor to Tristan Bryant, and he lays it in. And J.D. Burton just kind of throw that one up in the air real high, and he got it far enough down the floor to get it to Bryant. 15-point lead. 10 seconds left. And McKinney's going to be fouled, and there's the third foul on Zawalka. With 6.9 seconds to go, that is a terrible foul. I know he's trying to steal the pass, but that's a terrible foul to pick up. And Emmett Jones will come back in the game with 6.9 seconds to go, and McKinney will go to the free throw line. And McKinney has not scored. He's only attempted a couple shots, to my recollection. And he makes the first one. They continue to, that is 7 out of 9 now. They continue to shoot well from the free throw line. Dons will have time, but they'll have to hurry. Kenny gets both of them. And bounce pass comes to Bryant. Bryant ahead to Jones. He's going to put up a long one at the buzzer. It's no good. And our halftime score will be the Dons 40 and the Clearwater Tigers 27. A little higher scoring quarter. The Dons got 23. Clearwater got 16. And it's a 13-point lead for the Dons at halftime. We'll take a 2-minute break. We'll be back to run down the scoring. Also be joined by Bailey Carson of the Donettes coming up here. So stay with us. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
At Mathis Timber, our goal is to provide our landowners with the greatest possible financial return on their timber lands, while not damaging young timber or leaving your property in a mess. We have served Ripley County and the surrounding areas since 1939. We will buy your timber on lump sum total or percentage. We have several references upon request. Contact Craig Mathis at 573-429-0996 and see how Mathis Timber can assist you with all your timber harvesting needs.
I'm Russell French, and for value and friendly professional service, give us a call at 573-996-5001. Whether you're insuring your home, auto, farm, or business, give us a call at 573-996-5001. Or come by and see us right here in Doniphan at 1204 Walnut Street. Or visit us on the web at cmoinsurance.net.
The housing market is hot and interest rates are still low, making it a great time to sell your house or look for your new home. Either way, Taylor Schleif with United Country American Realty in Doniphan is there for you. Check out her listings online and be assured that Taylor will be with you every step of the way, making the process easier and more enjoyable for you. Come see her at their office in Oak Tree Village or schedule an appointment by calling 996-6786. Taylor Schleif and United Country American Realty, coming soon to a closing near you.
Davis True Value is proud to sponsor the Dons and Donettes for another exciting ball season. Just like the Dons and Donettes, Davis True Value knows hard work wins the game. They are your selection, service, and savings destination hardware store, serving the area with paint, plumbing, electrical, lawn and garden, and housewares. Your local True Value hardware with so much more. From window repair to chainsaw sharpening, we are the store of first choice. Behind every project is a True Value.
Welcome back, everybody. Keith Bowman back at Doniphan High School at halftime of the varsity game. The Dons lead Clearwater 40-27. I have been joined by the third senior for the Donettes, Bailey Carson. Bailey, thank you for coming up and taking a little bit of time to talk to us.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, we'll start out here. I assume you went to Doniphan all the way through when you started in kindergarten. You've been here the whole time?
I actually moved here in first grade.
Oh, is that right?
Yes.
Well, you're the only one out of the three. I thought maybe you'd been here all the time, too. Of course.
I know. I'm a little bit of an oddball.
So I guess you played started elementary ball pretty early, too?
My grandpa put a ball in my hand as soon as I could walk, pretty much. Like, he's always had me, and I've always played travel ball growing up, so.
So you've been playing for a long time?
Yes, sir.
Well, what about this year's team? You guys are off to a fantastic start. Got some tough games coming up, but that should get you ready for the district tournament.
Yes, I'm actually very excited. I'm ready to see what the season holds for us. These girls are literally amazing. They will do anything for you. We'll do anything for each other. And, like, the atmosphere of being in practice, a game, like, there's so much love on the team. It's unreal.
That's what all three of you have said, so I guess it's really true then, huh?
Yes.
You got most likely you'll have the 1 seed in the district tournament. I know you got some tough games coming up, but they're not district games. And the game last night, you guys, your defense just, I think, had Dexter flustered really, really bad.
Yes, we love playing defense. That's what Coach Epps would say, our bread and butter, and we strive on our defense for sure. That's our go-to. Like, we would rather play on defense and, like, make people turn it over or whatever, but we like to be in the gas. We like to play hard all night long on defense. We like to play defense for 4 quarters.
Well, you get a lot of points off your defense as well because you end up getting a lot of layups and stuff.
Yes.
Okay, well, what are your plans after you graduate?
I plan to go to TRC for 2 years or so and then transfer either to A-State or Missouri State and hopefully get into a vet program somewhere.
Veterinarian?
Yes.
Okay, well, that'd probably be a good job as well because everybody loves their pets. I know we love ours. Well, what do you think? What do you think your chances are? I haven't asked the other girls this. Of you getting through the rest of the regular season without losing a game. What do you think your chances are?
I think if we continue playing like we are, sharing the ball, being there for each other, I think it's very likely. Like, that might be our only game that we lose all season as long as we keep our head on straight and be there for each other.
Well, I know you've got Ellington coming up as a really good team, and then the game with Ava that wasn't on the schedule to begin with. Listen, I've enjoyed watching you guys play. And do you know, by the chance, the 4 years that you've played, how many games you guys have won? I meant to ask the other girls that too, but your first 3 years plus this year, you know how many games you guys have won? Because I know it has to be up around. It'd have to be 65, 70 games or something like that in 4 years, I would think, because you've had a pretty good record every year.
Yeah, I'm really not sure, honestly, but I know it has to be up there for sure.
So was your freshman year the year that you played Licking up at, or was you in 8th grade that year? Up at, where was that? Mountain Grove? Mountain Grove?
It was my freshman year.
Okay, well, because I know you guys won a lot of games that year, and then it's been that way every year. And hopefully they'll keep the tradition going with the young kids starting out really young now. Well, anyway, I appreciate you coming up and have enjoyed watching you play the last 4 years.
Thank you.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
That is Bailey Carson, and she is our 3rd senior on the Donettes to come up and speak with us tonight. I appreciate those girls doing that. A lot of times they, I don't know. I actually don't know if Matt put us on camera or not, but sometimes they freeze up a little bit, but those 3 girls done a great job, and I appreciate them coming up. All right, we'll look at the scoring here real quick for the first half. First of all, for Clearwater, they had 6 players get in the scoring column. As a matter of fact, they played 6 players. They all got in the scoring column. They have 2 guys with 6 points, Joey Holmes and Keegan Gracie. Jesse Pinkley has 5. He hit the only 3-pointer they have. Dalen Connor has 4. Braden Mays 4, and Richie McKinney 2. Now, Connor has 3 personal fouls, and Holmes has 2. Don's never got in the bonus in the first half, and Clearwater did, and they shot 10 free throws. They made 8 out of 10. That's a great free throw shoot, and it's kind of kept them within shouting distance of the Dons here in the first half. And the Dons at the free throw line were 3 of 4. And their leading scorer in the first half, Ethan Jones, has 16. He put 4 3-pointers in and a couple of 2-pointers. Max Owens in double figures as well with 11. He hit 1 3-pointer. And then we have 6 points for Tristan Bryant. Let me see. 2 points for Nolan Zawalka, 2 for J.D. Burton, 2 for Emmett Jones, and 1 for Cam Barton. Barton got into foul trouble a little bit early in that first quarter, and he didn't play at all in the second quarter, but he only has 2 starting the second half. Now, Nolan Zawalka, on the other hand, has 3, as he picked one up there right before the end of the first half. But the Dons lead at 40-27 at halftime. We're going to take another 2-minute break. When we come back, it'll be time to get the second half underway with the Dons up by 13 points over the Clearwater Tigers in this Ozark Foothills Conference game here at Doniphan.
Davis True Value is proud to sponsor the Dons and Donettes for another exciting ball season. Just like the Dons and Donettes, Davis True Value knows hard work wins the game. They are your selection, service, and savings destination hardware store, serving the area with paint, plumbing, electrical, lawn and garden, and housewares. Your local True Value hardware with so much more. From window repair to chainsaw sharpening, we are the store of first choice. Behind every project is a True Value.
We're for worrying less about the what-ifs and more about the why-nots. We're for checking off your bucket list and then making a new one. We're for starting a family, a business, a tradition. And if you find yourself starting over, we're here for that too. We're for doing as much as you possibly can on a Saturday and absolutely nothing on a Sunday. We're for building a life in Missouri and going out and living it. And when it comes to making sure everything you build is protected, we're here for you. We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we are Missouri for life.
I'm Lindsay Turner, your Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and if you're in Ripley County, I've got you covered.
We see the potential of her and him and you, of where you're from and what you can accomplish. Because when you set your mind to it, there's nothing you can't do. But reaching your potential isn't just about achieving your goals. It's about helping others, supporting your neighbors, building your community, and investing in people that make a difference. Like her, and him, and you. Because when you're from here, that's just what you do. And from here, we can do anything.
Welcome back, everybody. We're back at Doniphan High School. This is the Dons' next to the last game of the season. Next Tuesday night, they'll be taking on the Neelyville Tigers, and that will be senior night for the boys. The girls have 3 games left at home, one coming up on Thursday, and then I believe the 14th and the 22nd of February will be their last 2 home games. The boys kind of got shorted on home games this year as their schedule got out of balance and only had 5 home games this year. All right, it's 40-27. Don's ball start the second half. Ethan Jones gives it to Nolan Zawalka. Out front to Tristan Bryant. In the lane, Max Owen turns, shoots, and scores. Max is killing it right there around the free throw line. He's got 13 points. Clearwater with Pinkley, Mays, Connor playing with 3 fouls. Gracie, and Connor's going to shoot a 3, and he answers right back. Dalen Connor has got 7 points. And let's see, they also had McKinney out there with those 4 that I just mentioned. Ethan Jones, free throw line to Max Owen, down low. Cam Barton bulls his way in, and he scored. That's Cam's first bucket. Got 3 points. And I said earlier he got in foul trouble in the first quarter. And so nobody knows who's guarding Gracie, but he missed the layup. Wide open as it was contested by Max Owen. And Max got there and was able to do that without fouling. Zawalka bounces in the lane. Barton's going to take it in. He lays it in. Tell you what, he didn't like not playing in the first half. He has come out, scored 2 buckets in a row. And the Dons' lead is at 16, 46-30 with 6:56 left in the third quarter. We'll take a 30-second break. Stay with us.
Current River Bait and Tackle is more than just a convenience store. They serve hot lunches every day, including burgers that are made fresh and by hand every morning. If you're heading to the river or your favorite fishing spot, check out their large selection of fishing supplies. But most of all, come experience the friendly service at Current River Bait and Tackle, just across the bridge on Highway 160 in Doniphan.
The Dons have run off 6 quick points, and a 3-pointer also by, wait a minute, is that right? 46. Yeah, the Dons have got 3 2-pointers and a 3-pointer by Connor from Clearwater, and they've upped that lead to 16 points. Connor dribbles into the paint, and he tries to pass it across the lane, picked off by Owen. Perfect pass up to Bryant, and he lays it in. Tristan Bryant with 8 points. 6.5 minutes left in the third quarter. McKinney with the basketball. Over to Connor. He just hit a 3. Mayor's going to try it again, and he hits it again. I don't know who's guarding him, but they're going to have to get out on him. He's made a couple now. Barton drives the baseline, and he scores again. 50-33 Dons. 6 minutes left, third quarter. Mays penetrates in. He kicks it back out to Pinkley. Back in the corner, Mays. Mays will dribble back out front. Now he reverses, gives it in the corner. Gracie. Gracie cut off by Owen. He's in the lane, and he tries to throw it through the lane. They're going to call 3 seconds. Good defense by Max Owen. He made Gracie stop down there right on the baseline, and he couldn't get back under to shoot it. He was able to get out of there without fouling. And the turnover gives it back to the Dons with 5:40 to go in the third quarter. Clearwater playing man-to-man. They played the zone most of the first half. So with the Dons up more, they go to the man-to-man. Owen open at the free throw line again, and he scores again. I don't think the Dons have missed a shot here in the third quarter. Already scored 12 points in about 2 and a half minutes. And we got a travel on Dalen Connor. And the lead is the biggest of the night right now for the Dons at 52-33. Unless somebody upsets East Carter, the best the Dons can do in that OFC tournament is a 2 seed. And wide open underneath is Owen, and he catches it in there and lays it in on the reverse. And that ball was perfectly placed by Tristan Bryant coming off the screen. And another timeout by Coach Moore with a score 54-33. We're going to keep it here Gosh, I thought they only got 2 30-second timeouts. It seems like every time they call one, it's a 30, but the Dons have scored 14 now to Clearwater's 3 in this quarter. They led by 13. It's up to 19 now. Or excuse me, 21. I'll remind everybody our next game that we'll have for you will be Thursday night. The Donettes in an important Ozark Foothills Conference. All the conference games are important. Right now the Donettes sit atop the conference. They're undefeated in the conference so far. They have a game Thursday, and then they make-up game with Neelyville on Saturday afternoon. I believe the JV game is going to start at 2 o'clock Saturday afternoon, game that was postponed last week. Connor head of the key. He's hit a couple of threes. Penetrates, gives it to McKinney. McKinney penetrates, kicks it out to Gracie. Gracie hands it off. Pinkley's going to shoot a 3, and it's good. That is Pinkley's second three-pointer. He's got 8 points. Bryant dribbles to the hole, and he missed a shot, but he got his own rebound, and he's going to be fouled. And that's going to be the 4th foul on Dalen Connor. And Holmes. And nope, Holmes was going to come in. They're going to send in Charles Robbins. He played quite a lot, well, just about the whole JV game. They actually only have 6 varsity players. Robbins and Braden Wilson played, in the whole JV game, so they've got a couple of quarters they can play. Ethan Jones with a drive to the basket, and he lays it up and missed it short on the finger roll. Mays passes ahead to Pinkley. Hands it to Gracie. Gracie dribbles baseline, goes up and under with the finger roll. No good. Pass up ahead. Barton. Barton goes down, drops it off to Bryant, and he probably should have went ahead and shot that one. Coach Cagle told him when he should have went ahead. There's nothing wrong with being unselfish, though. But I think he probably should have shot that one. 54-36. Don's up by 18. They'll inbound underneath their own basket. Bryant will set it up out front. Over to Barton on the right wing. Down low to Jones. Jones going to go over to that left side, and he lays it up over the lip of the rim. Ethan Jones with 18 now. The lead back to 20. Robbins is going to be called for a travel. J.D. Burton and Ben Killian come in for the Dons. And we'll have Bryant and Jones, Ethan Jones, checking out. Well, wait a minute. Dons only have 4 players on the floor. Oh, there they are. Jones didn't go out. It was Zaronka and Bryant. Jones went down in the corner. I didn't see him down there. Barton with a drive to the basket. Reverse layup's good. And Barton got 8 points in this quarter, and we just barely played half of it. Pinkley drives to the basket. His shot blocked from behind. Pass up the floor, maybe a little too far. Barton does save it, but he saves it to Clearwater. McKinney heads back the other way. Kicks it back to Mays. Three-pointer up and good. 7 points for Braden Mays. Jones drives, and going to be another foul, this one on Mays. I think that's Mays' first foul. That is his first, the second team foul. Owen gets it inside. Barton turns, and I'm going to call it a jump ball. He turned right into a double team. And the arrow favors Clearwater. 19-point lead, 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. The Dons up. Mays penetrates, gives it to McKinney behind him. Back to Mays. Into the lane, and he tripped and fell. They usually call a foul, but they didn't call it that time. And Burton's going to take it down, lay it up in the left hand, no good. And Jones gets the rebound, and he gets fouled. That one is on number 20, Joey Holmes, and that's his Well, they got 4 on the board. And a third team foul, and Ethan Jones shoots a free throw, and he makes it. That's 19 for Jones. Cam Barton checks out. Big third quarter for Cam. He got 8 points. Emmett Jones will come in. That's 20 for Ethan Jones now as the second one goes down. Lead back to 21 again. Holmes is going to go to the bench with those 4 personal fouls. And they will send Charles Robbins back in. McKinney gets a screen, backs it out, now he gives it to Gracie. Gracie hands it to Robbins. Robbins takes it in, and we're going to have a foul on Max Owen. He had just a little seam there, and Max wasn't able to get all the way over in front of him. That's 2 on Max. And we'll see if Clearwater hits some free throws this half like they did the first, in rate of 10. This will be their first tries here in the third quarter. Robbins gets his first point in the varsity game. He had 15 in the junior varsity game. And he makes both free throws. Well, that's one thing that Coach Moore can say his team done well, shoot free throws, that's for sure. Burton hands it off to Max Owen. And his ball tipped and stolen by Gracie. Gracie heads to the other end, going to take it all the way in, and the shot blocked. And they're going to call a foul on Max Owen. Referees can't win. They hadn't called it. The Clearwater fans have been mad. They did call it, and the Don's fans were mad, but it looked like a clean block. He said he'd come into him down low, and they finally missed one. Gracie, he is a 6'3" junior. He's actually their tallest player, him and Joey Holmes. And the second one rims out. Max Owen gets the rebound. Out in the pass, J.D. Burton. Hands it to Ethan Jones. Jones drives to the basket, and he'll lay it in. And no help there for Clearwater once he beats his man. Lead back to 21 again. McKinney, left wing, Pinkley fakes the 3. Passes over to Gracie. Out front, Mays. He thought about the 3, didn't take it, and they're going to be called for a double dribble. And we got Barton, Bryant, and Zerwanka coming in. And Emmett, Ethan Jones, and Max Owen will check out with 1:37 left in the third quarter. Don's trying to add to a 21-point lead, and J.D. Burton drives in, shoots a left-handed layup, misses it. And Clearwater gets the rebound, heads the other way. McKinney stops, hands it to Mays. He made a three-pointer a while ago, but he's a little hesitant to shoot it. Pinkley's not, and he missed it. And Gracie with the offensive rebound, and Zerwanka's going to pick up foul number 4. And that'll be team foul number 3 on the Dons. Zerwanka's going to stay in there. Nope, he's going to try to get Jones back in there, yeah. Walker wasn't in there very long before he got that 4th foul. Somehow or another he ended up guarding, or at least maybe on a switch on Gracie, and Gracie's a lot taller than him. Gracie gets it underneath and puts it in with the left hand. J.D. Burton on the right wing. Lobs it down to Barton, and he loses it. And they're going to say Clearwater touched it last. Just under a minute to go in the third quarter. Don's kind of maintaining a 19 to 21 point lead. Right now it's 21. Inbounds pass comes into Ben Killian. He snuck in there on me. Jones drives it down the left side, lays it up, no good. But another foul on Clearwater, and this will be a shooting foul because he was waiting to see if that went in. That foul on Mays, that'll be his second foul. And the fourth team foul on Clearwater. And it will be Jones shooting 2 shots. And he makes the first one. He made 2 there just a short time ago, and he is up to 23 points now as Max Owen comes back in for J.D. Burton. Second one on the way is good. Back to a 21-point lead. And Max Owen gets a steal. We're going to see a dunk right here, folks. Two-handed slam dunk by Max Owen. He anticipated that pass perfectly. Jumper at the other end by Gracie, no good. Jones, rebound, pass up the floor. Bryant, he tried to hit Barton, and I don't think Barton was expecting it. And Robbins is going to get it into the front court with 20 seconds to go. That would have been a pretty play as well, but I don't think Barton was expecting Bryant to throw that back to him. And we got a double foul called on Robbins and Bryant as they got tangled up over there. Might have had a little bit of extracurricular activity there. So it'll be Clearwater's basketball, I think. I don't know if that goes to a jump. It goes to a jump ball, so it'll be Don's ball or a hell ball. 14.7 seconds left in the third quarter. Owen dribbles into the paint and he lost it. Pinkley's got it with 9 seconds. Gives it to Mays. Mays still has it in his hands. Gives it in the corner. And the three-pointer is blocked by Robbins. And then we're going to have a foul called on Bryant right before the buzzer. I don't know if that'll be a 2 or a 3-point shot, and that'll be the third foul on Tristan Bryant. We'll see if they give him 2 or 3 shots here. He was inside the 3-point line, so it'll be 2 shots for Charles Robbins. Don's had their biggest lead, 66-43. And Robbins makes the first one. That's his. He's 3 for 3 from the free throw line in this ball game. In this game, I said he had 15 points in the JV game. He can get this back to 21 at the end of the third quarter, and he does. Our score is 66-45 at the end of 3 quarters. The Dons on top of the Clearwater Tigers. We'll take a 1-minute break. Be back with fourth quarter action on Current River Broadcasting.
I'm Russell French, and for value and friendly professional service, give us a call at 573-996-5001. Whether you're insuring your home, auto, farm, or business, give us a call at 573-996-5001. Or come by and see us right here in Doniphan at 1204 Walnut Street. Or visit us on the web at cmoinsurance.net.
We're for road trips. We're for hitting up Arthur Bryant's for lunch and making it to Lambert's for dinner. We're for drop tops, T-tops, classics, cruisers, steel horses, and real horses. Have you ever hit a deer? Yep, we're for you too. We're for getting stuck in traffic and 6-lane freeways that aren't so free. We're for Missouri license plates. No, medals of pride. Like us, no 2 roads are alike, but we're all connected. We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and if you're a Missouri driver, we're for you.
I am Doug Green, your Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance Agent, and if you're in Ripley County, I've got you covered.
Start the fourth quarter, the Dons with a 21-point lead over Clearwater, 66-45. And it'll be Clearwater basketball. They have Mays, McKinney, Pinkley, Gracie, and Connor, who's playing with 4 fouls. Backdoor pass to Gracie. He catches, goes up high over Owen, but he can't get it to go. And a rebound to Jones again. Bryant brings it quickly into the front court. Back out front to Ethan Jones. Over on the left side to Max Owen. Owen's going to put it on the floor. Drops it off to Barton. Turns to the baseline, off the glass and in. And that puts Cam Barton in double figures. He got 10 points here in the second half, which is just barely over a quarter. And foul trouble the whole first half. Didn't get to play the whole second quarter. McKinney dribbles to the baseline, hands it to Pinkley. Steps behind the three-point line to Gracie. Now up front to Mays. Don's defense has done a good job on those three-point shooters. Connor started to shoot it. He'll hand it back to Mays. 6 minutes and 55 seconds left in the game. Mays in the corner to Gracie. Gracie's going to dribble into the paint. Nice move with the left hand. Reverses that and puts it in. And Gracie, pretty good looking player. He's got 10 points and he'll be back next year for Clearwater. 68-47. Dons have Barton. And Ethan Jones kicks it out in the corner for 3. No good. Barton with the offside rebound. Tried to get it underneath the Ben Killian. It's knocked out of bounds. So Owen, Killian, Barton, Ethan Jones, and Bryant on the floor for the Dons. They'll have it underneath their own basket. Oh, man. Max missed Barton. He was wide open. Jones has it in the corner. Going to take it back out to Bryant. They'll reset. Right side to Barton. It's Jones cutting through. Cut in the corner. Ben Killian for 3. It's good. Ben Killian gets 3 points. Connor's going to try to answer back. That one's short. Air ball. It's going to go out of bounds. And I believe, the Dons up 24. I believe they were up by 26 at one point. Got a chance to extend it here as we're winding down to 5:45 left in the game. Owen at the head of the key. Over to Ethan Jones, right side. Head of the key to Barton. He's going to try a 3 and rims out. And the rebound comes down to Pinkley and Clearwater heads the other way. Mays going to take it all the way, and we're going to have a foul. He done a little hesitation there as he slowed down and then acted like he was going to stop and went right by. And that's going to be the 4th foul. The Dons are in some foul trouble. Alka has 4 and Owen has 3. Mays makes another free throw. They continue to pour them in from the free throw line. Mays has got 8 points. Clearwater's got pretty balanced scoring. They missed that one. They're going to say he went over the line too soon. I think he knew that was short, so he got a head start. It'll be Don's ball. Barton dribbles in, and we'll see what they call there. They're going to call an offensive foul on Cam Barton, and now he's got 3. The Dons have 4 players with at least 3 fouls, a couple with 3 and 2 with 4. Tristan Bryant is out there with 4 fouls right now. Mays is taking it at him, and he loses the ball out of bounds, but they're going to say the Dons tipped it. Dons got 71 points. That's quite a bit over their average for the season. And if they play good defense these last 5 minutes, they're going to hold Clearwater to about their average. And Pinkley hits another 3-pointer. That is his 3rd. He's got 11 points. They have really balanced their scoring around. Ethan Jones, Barton cutting through the lane, takes it down, high off the glass and in. Dons have 3 players in double figures, and Tristan Bryant is right there too with 8. Connor lost it. It'll be picked up by McKinney. Back to Connor. Lowers his shoulder, takes it in, and the ball goes in, and they're going to call a foul on the Dons. Let's see who they call that on. That bucket will count. Going to be on Barton now. He's got 4. Good thing we're getting down late in the game here with the time. Connor now has 12, and he'll have a chance to get the old-fashioned three-point play, and it's good. (73-54). They got it back under 20 again with 4.5 minutes to go. Max Owen between the circles, over to Bryant, left side. Now to Ethan Jones, head of the key. Jones takes it down, puts it up, and a blocking foul. Going to be called on Pinkley. That'll be 2 on Pinkley. And that's a 16 foul, but that's a shooting foul anyway for Ethan Jones. Jones 4 for 4 from the free throw line, all of them this half. And he has got 24 points in the game. Make that 25. 74-54, 4:16 left in the fourth quarter. And that one bounces around and falls in. Mays dribbles into the paint. He's going to put it up, and no good. Gracie goes high for the rebound, kicks it out to Pinkley. Now to Connor for 3, and it's good. That's the third 3 for Connor. He's got 16, and the lead is at 18. Ethan Jones takes it to the hole again. He lays it up, missed it. And a foul on Barton, and that's it. And that will not make Coach Cagle happy at all. They're fouling them 84 feet from their basket. And that's also going to put them at the free throw line. Be a 1-and-1, and it's going to be Connor. Barton's going to foul out of the game with 11 points. And Clearwater's cut the lead to 18. Don's got a little wild with some of their shots driving to the basket here, and some of them haven't gone in. He missed the front end of the 1-and-1. They hadn't missed very many of those tonight. Ethan Jones, and he passes left side, ball tipped out of bounds by Gracie. Ben Killian has it on the right side. Ethan Jones checked back in when Barton fouled out. Max takes it to the hole, reverse layup, no good, and they're going to say they got a hand on the ball, and here comes Pinkley. Got a man on the left, Connor catches, and he got a little too far under, and Bryant gets the rebound. Takes it all the way down. Going to turn, throw it back out front to Killian. And a beautiful pass down to Bryant, and he lays it in. Max Owen with a good find. Now Bryant's got 10. He is the fourth player for the Dons in double figures. And with 3 minutes to go, mass substitutions for Coach Cagle. As we got, let's see, Nolans are walking in. J.D. Burton, Isaac Rawlings, Luke Emmons, and Emmett Jones. And write them down. I didn't have them in the score sheet. McKinney's going to fire a 3. It's short, and Rawlings is going to get the rebound. I'll be back with you here in just a second. I got to write these down. 77-57. Clearwater playing a man-to-man. Walker drives it to the hole, laid it up with the finger roll, missed it. Here comes Pinkley. Pinkley drives down, Shot up, won't go. Luke Emmons with the rebound. Nolans and Walker was wide open ahead, but they didn't see him. Now J.D. Burton gives it in the corner to Rawlings. Rawlings will take it back out to Burton with 2:15 left in the game. Over to Emmett Jones. And we got a foul on McKinney. I think he might have turned the ankle or something. He was wanting to come out of there. Now Clearwater's going to bring in some new guys. And I'm going to have to get a couple of them off the JV as well. They're going to bring in Robbins and Holmes, who have been in. Braden Wilson. Lance Dillport, who wish I'd have went ahead and wrote them down. Now Chris Black's coming in for the Dons. And he gets a hand. And let's see, who else we got? 0, 10, 24. Landon Tao. Emmett Jones makes the first free throw. That's 3 points for Emmett. And the Jones boys are 7 for 7 from the free throw line this half. And make that 8 out of 8. 79-57. 2:05 left in our ball game. Wilson throws it on the baseline to Holmes. Cross court, intercepted by J.D. Burton, and he's got a run out. Goes down and lays it up and in. That's 4 points for J.D. Burton. Those long cross-court passes are there for the picking. Wilson, it goes right through his hands. Now Rawlings has got one if he hurries, and he goes down and lays it in. And somebody called, no, they didn't call a timeout. They're just getting number 12 in, and that is Evan Took. Chris Black and Luke Emmons check back in with Rawlings, Emmett Jones, and J.D. Burton. Dons lead by 26. Minute and a half to go. Wilson kicks it out in the corner. Dillport's going to shoot a three. Oh, somehow or another, he banked that in from the baseline. Don't ask me how, but that ball went in off the glass. Jones hands the ball to Rawlings, now to Burton. With a minute to go. Burton gets around his man, goes down, lays it up, and he gets it to go. And a three-pointer from the head of the key, no good. Emmett Jones with the rebound, passes ahead to J.D. Burton. And with 43 seconds to go, he'll dribble it back out front, hands it to Chris Black. Emmett Jones drives, puts it up the left hand and scores. I thought they might try to get Chris Black a shot there. Chris is the quarterback on the football team, doesn't get much action on the basketball court, but he is out there all the time. A good drive by Charles Robbins. And Black's got it. And Coach Cagle tells them to hold it out front. So our final score is going to be 87-62. The Dons with a big win over the Clearwater Tigers. And Black shot it at the buzzer, and it went down in and come back out. Well, he did get a shot off, but the Dons win it 87-62 over the Clearwater Tigers. Go to 11-7 on the season and get a pick up an Ozark Foothills Conference win. Coach Cagle usually comes up, so I am going to go ahead and run down the scoring here, and we'll see how quickly he makes it up here. First of all, for Clearwater, Richie McKinney had 2 points, 8 for Braden Mays. Dalen Connor finished with 16. Jesse Pinkley had 5, and I unhooked my headset. Well, I'll have to hook it back up for him. Jesse Pinkley had 11. Keegan Gracie had 10. Charles Robbins had 6. Joey Holmes had 6. and Lance Dillport had 3. And they shot 2, 4, 6 out of 10, 14 out of 20 from the free throw line. The Dons 8 of 8 in the second half, and they were 11 for 12 in the ball game. Great free throw shooting. For the Dons, Tristan Bryant finished with 10, Ethan Jones 26, Nolan Zawalka 2, Max Owen 19, Cam Barton 11, J.D. Burton 6, Emmett Jones 6, Ben Killian 3, and Isaac Rawlings 2 for a total of 87. And our final score 87-62. And I have got to hook my other headset back up, so I'm going to take about a 60-second break, and I'll be back.
We see the potential of her and him and you, of where you're from and what you can accomplish. Because when you set your mind to it, there's nothing you can't do. But reaching your potential isn't just about achieving your goals. It's about helping others, supporting your neighbors, building your community, and investing in people that make a difference. Like her and him and you. Because when you're from here, that's just what you do. And from here, we can do anything.
Kern River Bait and Tackle is more than just a convenience store. They serve hot lunches every day, including burgers that are made fresh and by hand every morning. If you're heading to the river or your favorite fishing spot, check out their large selection of fishing supplies. But most of all, come experience the friendly service at Kern River Bait and Tackle, just across the bridge on Highway 160 in Doniphan.
Welcome back, everybody, at Doniphan High School, where the Dons have just won 87-62 over the Clearwater Tigers. The junior varsity Dons won 43-39. So they got a couple of wins tonight, and that will help with their Ozark Foothills Conference standings. And we are waiting on Coach Cagle to come up. I want to remind everybody on Thursday, the Donettes will be back in action. They'll be taking on Twin Rivers Lady Royals, and also a Ozark Foothills Conference game. It will be very important for both teams. And Dons, no, next to the last home game for the Dons. They've got a lot of away games coming up, and Coach Cagle's on his way up here. Got a lot of away games coming up, but only one more home game, and that will be next Tuesday night against Neelyville. So we'll get Coach Cagle hooked up here. Can you hear me, Daniel?
I can hear you.
All right. Well, kind of opened it up there in the second half a little bit. Was able to kind of cruise to the victory there. Had 4 guys in double figures tonight. Or at least by my count, that's unofficial, of course, but we spread the scoring around. Different guys doing it at different times.
Yeah, that's always good for us offensively. We're at our best when it's not just 1 or 2 guys scoring. When we get 4 guys in double figures, we'll be really tough to beat. Yeah, I thought first half, I thought we played okay in the first half. We just never could really pull away. But we come out in the third quarter and kind of built our lead, so we had a really good third quarter.
Well, the first half, they stayed in the game from the free throw line. They shot 8 out of 10 in the first half, and they cooled off a little bit in the second half, but that kind of kept them in the game. He committed a lot of fouls in that first half. And, of course, Barton got 2 in the first quarter, didn't play any at all in the second, and he didn't play much in the first quarter. But he come out in the third quarter, and he was looking for his offense there.
Yeah, we tried to establish him there in the third quarter. We tried to get the ball down low and get him going. I told him, in the first half we were hitting from outside. We were shooting pretty good, but I said let's not let the second half be decided by whether or not we're hitting threes. Let's get the ball inside. So that was the plan in the third quarter.
Yeah, I don't think you didn't hit very many threes in the second half, if any. I don't have them by half, but Ethan started out hot there, and that's always good if he hits the first couple 3-pointers.
Yeah, it is. He had some big ones in the first half. I thought we had the lead like we did in the first half because he hit some really big threes. In the second half, I didn't want to come out in the second half and get shooter happy and not be hitting and then let them back in the game. So I thought if we could beat them down low, we'd have a better chance. We were up 13 at halftime. I thought if we go inside, I can't see them coming back on us.
Well, you did a good job. I mean, it worked well. I mean, they missed a few shots in there, but it seemed like whoever caught it in there was scoring. I mean, Max had a good game as well, and in the first half they were playing that zone, and he kept getting the ball at the free throw line, and he turned around, he was wide open, and he was hitting those free throw jumpers.
Yeah, and we come out in the third quarter. They were still in that 3-2 zone when we come out in the third quarter, and we were trying to get Max the ball in the middle, and for him to look high-low at Barton, and he hit a couple big ones to start the third quarters. Max just pulled up at the free throw line and hit a couple big shots, and then after that they went man the rest of the second half, and I didn't feel like we had much trouble with their man. We were slashing. We were getting to the rim, whether it was off of cuts or the drive. We were getting to the rim.
Okay, well, I don't have your schedule in front of me. When is your next game?
We got Neelyville next week. I know that.
That's the next game next Tuesday?
We got Neelyville here.
Okay, all right. Well, that's the last home game, and then you got a bunch of games on the road. You still got several games left.
We've not played many home games this year, and
I think that'll be the fifth one, if I remember right. That'll only be the fifth game at home next week.
We only had 5 home games this year, so next year it'll flip-flop and we'll have a lot of home games. We might try to even that out next year. Because
I don't think I would until the next year.
Yeah. Well, I wish we had more home games because we're playing really well at home.
Yeah. Well, all right. I was going to ask, too, where are you right now in second place in the OFC?
We've got 1 loss. East Carter's still undefeated. They still got to play Greenville. Greenville and East Carter will be a pretty good matchup. So if Greenville beats East Carter, it'd be a 3-way tie for first.
So Greenville only has 1 loss right now, too?
Greenville is, yeah, we're the only loss for Greenville.
Okay. Well, I know Nathan Walk, he goes to church with me, and I talked to him Sunday, and he said they had East Carter coming up, and he was looking forward to it, which he's got the best team he's had in a while, I think.
Greenville's got a good bunch, and they're young. They got a lot of good sophomores, so, I mean, I don't know if he starts 2 or 3 sophomores, maybe 3 sophomores, and they can play. I mean, they're going to I'm glad we got them early because I knew down the stretch late in the season they were going to be playing really good basketball. They got a good team.
Well, you guys are playing better too, though. A lot better.
We're playing a lot better right now. I don't know how many. I think we've won 6 out of 7 or 7 out of 8. So kind of like last year. I mean, we started 3-5 last year, and then we won like 15 out of 18 down the stretch. So we usually get hot around Bloomfield time, middle of the season. I just hope we don't peak in the middle of the season.
Yeah.
I hope we can keep it rolling into districts. Our district's really tough, but
it is.
But I hope we can keep it rolling into districts.
Well, maybe you can get down there and pull some upsets because you guys get after pretty good on defense. I mean, except when you have breakdowns, I mean they do a pretty good job.
Yeah. We I mean, I got guys that play hard, so they play hard defensively. Tonight I thought we bailed them out by fouling. We got to play without fouling, though. We got to play hard without fouling.
Well, I appreciate you coming up. Congratulations on the win, and I guess we'll see you next Tuesday then. And hopefully you'll get another win, and you can at least get that 2 seed. And if, like you said, if you come up with a 3 seed, then the coaches are going to have a problem there trying to get the 1 seed, ain't they?
I mean, it'll just be a toss-up, I guess. Just whoever they think's the number 1 seed, but if it's a 3-way tie. But, yeah, I appreciate you having me on, Keith.
All right. Thanks, Daniel.
Thank you.
We'll see you next week. That's Coach Cagle. The Dons win 87-62, and they go 11-7 on the year. So that's going to wrap it up here from Doniphan. And remember, Thursday night we'll be back with the Donettes and the Twin Rivers Lady Rolls. So this is Keith Bowen for Current River Broadcasting. Good night, everybody.